Why, hello and welcome to another game of Dungeons and Dragons.
The voice gets weirder every time.
I was going to say, are we going with the faux German accent for the rest of this?
That needs to stop. Why? Oh, you know why?
Because you have the speakers on.
Well, I mean, we're just gonna listen to each other talk now. Hang on one second.
Baba Booey.
Redo.
I had the fucking Twitch up.
No.
You're so smart, Tony.
No.
Yeah.
Starting off on a good note this week, aren't we?
Well,
I had the fucking Twitch.
there it goes again.
What the hell?
Starting off on a good note this week. Well, I had the fucking Twitch. There it goes again.
I don't know why you're laughing.
Loud I am a lot of the time.
I don't.
I'm not going to say
I
anything.
feel like I'm louder than everyone at this table.
Yeah.
So.
I don't. I'm not going to say anything.
I think it stopped.
No.
Nope. Didn't
Nope,
stop.
sure didn't.
Why am I getting a reverb? What is happening here? I never had these problems until Chris showed up.
Wait, what?
Wait.
Wait a minute. I think we're back in business.
Yay!
Sorry for that, everyone.
Holy crap. Alright. So,
Blame the producers. That's what I usually do.
it's our funding, you know. We can't afford...
It dried up.
Yeah.
Wait, we had funding?
You'd
Awesome.
think so, wouldn't you?
Wait,
Alright.
were we telling Eric about the funding?
So, welcome to another game of Dungeons and Dragons. Let's do this real quick so we can get into it and recoup the last 4 minutes of switching between on and off air. So, going around the table, I have Cleric Eric Muller on my right from Ramble On About Movies.
Cleric? I'm the cleric. He's clever.
Hello.
Wow, you
How
were
are
just...
you doing,
Words.
clever Eric Muller?
I'm helping moving this along.
Thank you. Chris, how you doing?
I'm good.
Very simple.
Erica?
I'm fabulous. Let's do this.
I'm fucking here.
And we are here, so let's do this.
Yeah!
So, with Jolly defeated and Raish missing, Ivan hands the keys of the keep over to our adventurers. But what of Raish? After a proper once-over of the keep and leaving Ivan with a list of requests, they venture a 2 days' travel back to Red Larch. It is now night as you stroll into Red Larch, previewing what we ended on last time. You're all in your quarters with a nice night summer rest. What do you...
I was waiting you to finish. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Maeve, you're out back, correct?
By the pond, but either way.
By the pond. By the pond where you always met your little
A friend.
bear.
Aww.
Aw.
Your little bear. Okay. So, the scene sets on Maeve resting quietly by her little pond. She's got a nice little dream sequence where she's leaning up against her normal pad of grass, and she's got her nice lovely tree that she's carved in a little heart and her initials with...
Don't do that. I didn't do that.
What was the name of your bear? Misha?
It's Misha.
Misha. I love Misha.
It does not say that whatsoever.
Misha and May forever.
Aww.
As you're
It's M&M's,
And
baby.
a heart.
there it is. As you're resting peacefully, you get flashes of white light come before your eyes.
Let's do this.
You kind of wake up a little bit and you kind of rub your eyes and you think to yourself, I could have swore I was over this. You try and get nuzzled back up again and try and get a little bit more rest, and the flashes keep coming to you, preventing you from getting a night's sleep.
Sweet.
You see visions of...
Sugar plums?
No. No, you see visions of a dark lit hallway. Kind of camera shaking as you're walking down the hallway ever so slightly, and the hallway never seems to end. Dark, ominous, creepy little hallway. In fact, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and assume I have sound for this.
We're gonna give it a shot, aren't we?
We are going to give it a shot. So as you're going down this hallway, the doors are slamming shut on your left and on your right. You're getting closer and you're getting closer to the end. You start to see a little light at the end, and as you enter this room, you're on a giant platform with a nice little narrow bridge leading over a patch of water. And up ahead you see a light fixture pointing down on a being that's up against what looks to be, I don't know, a table of sorts.
Okay.
You start making your way closer and closer, camera swaying as you pass over the bridge. You look down into the water and you can see there's rustling and bubbles. It could be from sharks, it could be from fish, it could be from anything really. And you cross over the bridge and you start making your way a little bit closer, and you see that there's this giant 6-foot humanoid leaning over this table, and he's blue and covered in barnacles, and one of his hands has been replaced with that of a giant crab hand. Kind of think of a slim Davy Jones without all of the tentacles. He's got crustaceans and all sorts of seaweed and shit lying all over his body. He's leaning over the table, and the camera pans away to see that the person walking isn't actually you. It's our fat blue friend, Tobias. Rich.
Oh, I was like, wait, who's Tobias? Rach, okay.
Okay.
I don't mean to disturb you, Lord, but the keep has been taken. And he kind of stops what he's doing. And he turns slightly and gives a Thanos head over to the camera, and he snaps his fingers, and then all of a sudden the water shoots out like giant torrents of water, and then they start to splash over and kind of cover up the area of which he's standing, and then the waves start circling around him and turn into a cyclone of water, and then he just kind of smiles as he's standing there watching, leans back over, snaps his finger one more time, and the water just separates and pulls him in two. The water starts to drain as he starts to slink into the water. Maeve awakens that morning, well rested.
Boy, that's been fucked up. Was I seeing through Resh's eyes? I don't know, but that's a new one. Alright. I gather my things, because obviously nothing happened. I do a quick little roll an 8 for my potion. Spending a little bit of time before I head to meet everybody.
Okay.
We'll go over there.
Did you already roll?
Yeah, I rolled an 8,
Okay.
which is a restart, so
Cool.
I'll 8 at 10.
Alright. So then back inside in the rooms, we have Keth, Cowell, and Arena, respectively. As they wake up, they make their way downstairs after gathering their belongings and head back out into the familiar center room of the Swinging Sword Inn, and as they are greeted by the barkeep, a nice ale for Keth and food for everyone else as they all sit down and begin to start their morning.
How did everyone sleep?
Oh, just fine.
Okay, good.
You?
Oh, fine.
Great. Everything's great.
Okay. So,
Okay.
I'm gonna. Arena continues to eat her breakfast
Okay.
quietly.
Yep. I ate my breakfast quietly too.
what would you guys like to do for the day?
Oh, wait for Maeve to show up and then what to do.
Okay.
Well, we have to go see Endrich.
Mm-hmm.
And we can post a paper on the community board for anybody wanting to work. We
Like
do
that.
have some vacancies
Mm-hmm.
to fill.
Probably wouldn't hurt to stop by the butcher's too.
Yeah, get some more food.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least start some kind of caravan or whatnot.
Yeah, see if her and Endrich might join up and
Trade,
create a
yeah.
package for a trail for us.
The front door of the Swinging Sword Inn comes flying open, and a gust of wind comes poofing in as Maeve comes strutting in to begin her morning.
I would strut.
Did you control the wind?
I do have thaumaturgy. If it's unlocked, I can fling whatever I want open.
Nice.
Morning, yo.
Morning.
Good morning.
Pull up a chair.
How'd you sleep?
I slept fine. Had a weird dream though. It's not the same one as I've been having before, but I was almost as if I was looking through Raish's eyes
Really?
as he was meeting with some tall, blue-skinned creature. Had a claw, like a crab, I guess, or a lobster. I don't know. And while he reported that the keep was lost, and the guy got pissed. That was about all I knew.
Huh.
Woke up and was very confused.
Well, that's new.
We should have killed them.
Thought we did.
Yeah,
Guess not.
Guess we'll be seeing him again.
maybe.
Doesn't sound like it.
Then we're gonna see the giant lobster or whatever.
It was like a claw for a hand.
Claw for a hand? Alright.
Fun.
Okay.
As the barkeep comes back to gather all of your plates and wishes you a good day.
I'll tip her a gold.
Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
I do too.
Appreciate it.
Sure.
Tell me, do you like working here?
Oh, I love it. Why do you ask?
Well, we just acquired a stronghold of sorts, and if you were unhappy with your not so great kitchen conditions and anything else in the town, we'd be happy to offer you a job in a position cooking at our place.
A real kitchen?
A
Hey.
real kitchen.
I'm in the process of fixing it up, making it top of the line,
Well,
or at least working.
who would stay here? Who would take care of my guests? Wait a minute.
We are your
Yes,
guests.
of course.
We're your only guests.
What are the details? Tell me more.
Well,
Oh.
Arena looks at Kath.
Kat's got the lowdown from our steward as to
Guess
whatever.
the one to talk to.
Yeah.
He's the one who's put it all together.
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll to remember to see what they're paying the staff there? For
Sure.
Well, I mean,
Intelligence.
we're paying them way more
Right,
than
we're
they're
paying them.
Well, I know, but
Drank too much last night?
maybe,
Probably.
probably.
I mean, you
So-
were flirting with her last night.
So what are you trying to tell me? What is this you're offering me?
It'd be you would have a place to stay always.
Oh, I have a
At
place
the
to
keep.
stay here.
Well, it's Riverguard Keep is our new.
Oh, I've heard of such a place. Oh, beautiful stonework.
Aye.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And water views.
Oh,
Breathtaking views in the morning.
Oh, dearie.
And unlike a Red Larch, does it have a strange stone cultist underneath it all, making fucking giant potholes?
Yeah, that was a little strange.
And you wouldn't have to cook outside.
Hmm.
You'd have a proper kitchen.
I
And
suppose.
help.
And there will be additions added later. We're working on it.
May I
It's
have
an
some
offer.
time to think about this?
Yeah,
Offers on the
absolutely.
table.
That's such a mighty big change.
We figured we'd put up a post on the community board, see if anybody else was looking for work.
Okay,
But we wanted to ask you first.
I appreciate that.
You've treated
I
us
will
right.
consider your offer. I'm sure I'll see you again.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, this is Kat's
That's what I
favorite drinking spot, so
Okay. Well. Don't drop the ball there.
She's still here.
Oh, come on. I whispered it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stealth. I'm always stealth. I know how to whisper something.
Are
so that
you
someone else
always
doesn't-
stealth?
Yeah, make that
Is
self
that
check.
how that works?
she's sitting there. She's like trying not to.
19 plus 10. So yes.
Great. She's
I
walking.
said it very, very softly so that no one
I didn't
else
even
could
She's a
hear.
ventriloquist. She didn't even move her mouth. Like, you dropped the ball on that one.
She actually tried to do the ventriloquism to a guy sitting at the bar over there, kind of like a little loud. You dropped the ball on that one.
There you go.
It was very
I
high.
threw my voice. He's like, what
Yeah.
It's very high pitched and awkward.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well after that,
Yup.
we'll head out and
Okay.
go talk to those that we
Where do you want to head first? We can pick up our goods from Mendrich.
yeah, we were gonna go
Ask
there.
about the wiring.
Um
And we still gotta find out who the spy was was given all the information.
Don't we know that now?
I know we didn't.
We know there is a spy.
We never
don't
asked
know
Even
around.
who-
without all the information from.
We were supposed to ask around more, but we've kind of been
Yeah.
busy.
Ask around town.
You haven't really done anything. You just kind of cleared the keep, but
Yeah.
there is still a spy amongst you.
Well, what I mean is, since we had all the information from Ivan, all the itinerary and all that.
No, Ivan just told you stuff about
Okay.
maintaining the keep and being your point person. To
Well, no, he did go
taking
through-
care of it.
We never asked him about.
No, Kev did go through a list of who does what, and
Right, but
everything.
we never asked him
Yeah.
about the
I guess there
symbol
wasn't-
on
there-
the notes that we took.
There
from
wasn't a
this.
section for spy and red large.
Nope.
And who's under it? No.
Nope.
Worth a shot.
Okay.
All right.
That's poor bookkeeping.
He's fired.
It's poor bookkeeping. No, he's not. He's the one running the shit for
I
us.
know.
Okay.
Anyways,
Um,
so everybody gathers up their things. They
Yep.
clear their table, push in their chairs, and
Where do you
start
want to
making
go
their way to
first?
the front door.
We can split up. I'll go talk to the what the hell's his name?
Endrich?
No, not
Harbrook?
Hendricks. Harbrook, yeah. If you guys want
Well,
to.
he's the one who told us to ask around for the spy.
Oh, I thought he was.
No.
Man, we haven't been here in a while.
You guys could go try and ask around for both the spy and the wyvern.
Yeah, you want?
I'll
Hey,
go to-
Cal, you want to do some sneaking around?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Do you want to go with me to Endrich and gather up whatever
Sure.
goods?
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna go ask around,
Yep.
sneaky style, and the giant and the midget are gonna go get our goods,
Yes.
and also ask around, but less stealthy.
Ain't no giant motherfucker.
Compared to me, you are. Aren't you like 6 something?
I'm a medium-sized creature,
Yeah.
bitch.
Considered
Ain't no-
medium, but you are rather large in comparison to Maeve.
Don't
who's
make me
only
a
about
giant.
5 feet. To her perception, you probably
It's not a
could be.
species; it's a condition.
It is a species, actually.
No, my
Shoot
term.
together.
My term wasn't.
Shoot together.
Why are you so angry today?
Shall we?
She's using
Is it
as
because you
a-
dropped the ball with Jalessa?
Yes.
No, because I didn't try with Jalessa. And I didn't try very hard with. What's her name
You're
either?
not trying very hard at all.
Alright, so
Wait,
who
who was the
wants to
other
head
one?
over to Endrich?
It's Kalessa. Is the
Everyone?
Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone? Alright, and that's the first place we're going.
Yep.
Yeah, and then after Endrich we'll separate.
Alright, so
Jalessa was the structure. I always get those two fucked up.
So you guys make your way south through the town, and as you make your way into
All of us.
That's
We're all
everyone.
going to Endrich.
All
and
four
then
of you.
separate, Yep.
that's my
Sure. Yeah.
understanding.
Cool. Doing
Okay. So as you make your way south, you make it to the crossing where the community board usually sits, and you can see that people are lively and moving about. But since it's been so long since you've been here, the last couple of times that you've arrived, the previous encounter, the giant sinkhole that took up the entire area, had
Yeah.
boards covered over it, and it was just a complete mess. But even some of the buildings over in the corner started to deteriorate from the accident that happened. So upon your return, you see that they've stepped up their game quite a bit. They haven't been able to put much work into the rest of the town, but they have succeeded in at least covering the sinkhole almost completely. They also managed to improve the town slightly. Brand new to the area, just across from the community board in that center square, it would be the southeast corner, is a new stable. It's a cart wagon facility. You can see that there are wagons in the backyard through the fence, but you can only see that the man only has a pair of horses in his little stable at the moment. You guys continue to make your way south
We'll be talking to him shortly.
Uh-huh.
and arrive at the merchant's area. You see the kids playing about, and who wants to go in?
Merchant? Aye, I'll go in.
Yeah, we're all going in.
Now we're all going.
Okay, so Maeve makes her way inside and startles our old man, who just kind of
He's
getting ready.
always surprised.
Always startled. Always.
He's
Customers!
He's skittish. It's alright.
I should probably install a mirror in the back room so I can see anybody approaching. My goodness.
Bell on the door.
Ah, Belle.
As they're talking, I'm going to take one of the bells out of my packet and put it on the door.
You have bells on
I
your
have a
back?
bell.
Why do you have a
Why?
bell?
I don't know. My character
was-
comes with a bell in her thief's pack.
Why would a thief have a bell that rings when she runs around?
You
Hold on,
can
I will
set
look it
traps
up.
with it if you
Yeah,
really
it's that
want to.
transform.
I was gonna
I
make
will-
him one if you didn't.
Yeah, like
It's
you
like
put
the
it-
trap bucket, but
Yeah.
it's a bell.
But
right.
it's better and
you could
actually
put a
function.
you could put a line of string
Bucket
down
works.
with a bell attached to it. Somebody trips over the wire and
Yeah, I
rings
get
the
it.
bell.
I was gonna
Right.
make him one if you didn't, but either way.
Okay, so anyways, what brings you all in here today?
Well, you told us to come back after a couple of days. We took care of some business out northwest.
Mm-hmm.
Correct? Yeah, northwest.
Oh my goodness, that's right. I have a special order for you all. Give me one moment, please.
Take all the time you want.
Scurries back into the back room, and you guys kind of like look around the room. Keth is over in the corner. He's just kind of looking at strappings for horses, and Cowl's over in the corner, kind of polishing off the tips of his arrows. And the scrambled old man starts running back into the room with a couple of items and says, "Thank you very much for defeating those drakes that was stopping my shipments from coming in. I owe you a great debt of gratitude. So with that, I spoke to the other town, and I had them send over something special for you. I don't know a whole lot about it, but it's been in my family for a while. A couple of them have, and, well, I see a lot of strange items that come by, so I kind of keep what I can do. So I'd like to hand you these," and starts to hand each one of you a specific item. And to each of you, he leans over and hands over a pair of leather vestments to the Cowl, and upon inspection, it appears to be a nice shaped garment with a hood, and a face guard is attachable to it in the shape of a skull, if you'd really like to be able to haunt your enemies. The shoulders are fairly oval, tall, and very slender in size. And it happens to be decorated with antlers as well.
Okay.
Like common antlers, they're just poking up at all times.
Yep.
Nice.
But they can be removed if you like.
Oh, it's so nice. Snap. Snap.
Well, that was the magic part. You ruined it.
Make note of that. And then he comes over to Keth. Kind of lifts up and drops it right in front, and it happens to be a very large set of armor. Very large chest piece of armor. It was, it looks very plain and very worn.
Okay.
Looking over at the lady. One moment. Looks over and pulls out a set of studded leather and says, "What you're wearing is very beautiful, but I think this might suit you better." And hands you a studded leather.
Look at it.
It also happens to have a little hood with a on and off, if you'd like to, squared into a T shape, kind of like an assassin.
Yeah.
But the hood is so epic that it pretty much hides your eyes, and really the only thing you can see is your nose and your mouth. Attached to the forehead area is crafted leather ornament and pieces that look very similar to a dragon's face.
Ooh. It's got an antler and a dragon.
And then looking over at Maeve, says, I very much like that shield that you have there. I have a better one for you. He kind of lifts it up and places it in front of you. And it's a rather small shield, but it's simple metal work, and it's got a symbol on the face of it embedded into it. It looks like an eye, an open eye. It's a circle brand shield, kind of like a Captain America, but instead of a star, it's a big eyeball.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna look at this and I'm gonna say thank you very much. This is very beautiful. Obviously, I can't change here, but thank you very much.
You're very welcome, darling.
What kind of mail is it? Or what kind of armor is it?
It looks like plate armor.
I know. I was gonna comment.
You're gonna need about 40 minutes.
I should.
Just before we leave town.
I know.
Okay.
Is there anything else we need here, guys?
Oh.
We'll thank him, obviously, but
Don't we want to talk to him by supply route?
Supply route.
it's true.
The other wanted poster we saw.
And if you let's ask everybody about this body, I don't give a shit.
Don't be asking all these questions.
No.
Okay, so
I was waiting for someone
we wanted to discuss a possibility of you having a weapon delivery route for us. We took over
supplies
the
in general.
supplies in
Yes.
general. We took over the River Guard Keep, and we need to make
Oh,
sure
the
that
keep. I'm quite familiar with that place. I hear a lot of positive things. It's got a very beautiful overlook into the river.
It really does.
It's better now. Once we cleared out the riffraff.
Alright.
I hadn't heard of that.
Aye, it was a water cultist.
Oh, dear. That makes
Supposedly they
sense.
had their noses in all sorts of business, even Red Large.
Oh, dear.
Aye.
You're affiliated with that?
No,
Nope,
we
we're
took it
cleaning them
over.
out.
Oh, very good. So what seems to be the question?
Supplies. We're looking to.
Establish a trade route with you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see.
The keep's a little rundown. We're working on upgrading it, but it's going to take some time and supplies. Wondering if you might be able to help us.
I might be able to help you.
And then in the
Obvious.
future, once we get the keep up and running, anything you need from us that we can acquire, we'll be able to send back.
Interesting. Well, if you have somebody to work the shop for me, I might be able to work that out.
Okay.
I can't very much leave. I've got a lot to attend to here. I look over the children. They help me here. But
Right, but
if you can have somebody work it for me, I might be able to work something out with you.
Sure, we could find someone. Who'd
Or
do
if we can send a caravan
Maybe.
once a week or so.
it. You don't have to be leaving the shop.
That way you
That
can
would
stay
even
in
be
the
even
shop.
better. Very good.
And then we can get our supplies we need and get the stuff you need as well.
Very good. I
So,
mean,
we'll be in touch.
sounds good.
also wanted to talk to you about another wanted poster I found on the community board. Let me see if I can find it. Oh yes, there it is.
It's the same one on his desk.
Weird. Oh dear, that looks frightening.
I know you posted the one for the drinks. Did you?
I did.
Did you post this one?
I did not post that one. No, that's not mine. Oh dear, that looks awful.
Well, put it away.
Have
Now,
you-
do you know who
Thank you.
did post it?
Or have
I'm
you heard
afraid
anything
not.
about it?
I don't. I haven't heard anything about this one, but I'm sure there's a small town. I'm sure somebody is responsible for that one.
Okay.
Before we leave, I know I mentioned it, and you didn't look like you seemed to know, but as I said, the previous owners of the keep seem to have their nose in all sorts of business around here. Has there ever been anyone a little shifty, that out of place around here? Maybe you just don't quite trust? Besides,
See a lot of people come and go.
alright,
I tend not to keep my nose in that sort of business.
the constable asked if we'd check around, maybe try and figure things out.
Oh, hard rock.
Not a big fan, are you?
No, he likes sticking his nose in everybody's business. I like to stay to myself.
Can I inside check that?
Sure.
I actually have a +7, never mind, 13.
Seems legitimate.
He does like to stick his nose in business, but as a constable, it's kind of his job. Make sure everything runs safe.
Is he well liked around the town, would you say?
I'd say generally yes.
Okay.
He seems like a straight guy. I just don't like anybody getting in my business. That's all.
You and I share that in common.
Anything else?
Just wondering how Brad's doing.
He's doing well.
He's been helping you out. Right?
Absolutely.
Great.
Excellent.
Yes. He's enjoying his time.
Good.
Keeping him busy.
Very good.
If you want to mention to him that we're also looking for people to keep, I know he's helping you out, but if he's looking for a home, a job, we're welcome.
We can talk more about that one at some point.
I know he's helping you. I don't want to push.
Well, is there anything else I can help you with? Because I've got a lot of work I need to do today.
No, we'll leave you be. Thank you for your time.
Do you have any buckets and like scrap pieces of metal and tools?
I do have scrap metal for... Starts looking through the crowd, and
That one?
Maeve has already started making her way to the front door. For that one right there.
Oh, aye, you got them on?
Yes, of course. It's over in the corner there. Help yourself. It's kind of your pile.
How big is the pile we're talking here?
Decent size. You wouldn't be able to carry it all,
That's-
but you can
that's
grab a
fine.
couple of handfuls and make your way with it.
Are we planning on getting a cart as we're going places? Okay.
If we can.
All right. I appreciate it. I'll be right back. We're about to.
Right, use
I
that
just
shit.
lost the word. I did, but acquired a cart and horses, and we're gonna be on our way. I'll swing by through and pick it up before we go,
Very good then.
and then with that, I open the door, take them one last time. dip my
Thank
head
you.
up.
Farewell.
Take care, everyone. Goes back to fiddling in his stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna put my studded leather in my backpack.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold on to it. I don't know if I feel
Question:
like
what are you doing with 2 shields?
Well,
3 shields?
no, the ones
Dual
the ones
shielding?
that keep.
the ones at the keep.
One's the keep.
Because
Okay.
I
So now you have 2
got the-
shields.
Well, I'm gonna need to identify to decide what I'm doing for. So when I get a moment of time to sit around,
And identify all of our new items.
You'll be
If I
holding
feel like-
one of them on your back and holding the other one on you.
Sure.
Over your thing.
Yeah.
Which one do you have equipped? The
I don't know the other. I have to.
The one that
spend
you
time.
have
I have to stick with the
one that
arrow
you-
catching one at the moment.
okay. No worries.
Where'd you now? Do you want to go check out the?
I'll
Constable?
go talk to the constable.
Okay.
You want to look around for any
I figured we
info
might
on
want to
the-
stop by the other inn, or not the inn, but the other pub.
Yeah.
Take a look and see.
And
Someone in there
then
might have
do
some
you wanna-
others.
I'm gonna go get us some horses.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay. What are you doing?
Looking around. Start
Are
seeing
we
if I can
splitting
track
into
that
4
spot.
groups here, or what?
Yep.
Yep.
We're all gonna go do our own thing in this
Okay.
little town.
I'm going
So
to
you're
use
going
my
to the
ear to the
Hulk
ground feature from being an urban bounty hunter.
You're going. You're
I'm
going
going to talk to my contact in the town.
Oh shit.
Okay, so you're gonna talk for the spy. You're gonna go talk to Halbert.
Snap,
You're gonna
okay.
go get his horses. I guess I'm going to the inn then.
Sure.
Cool. I guess.
Unless
then
you
where
wanna
you're
go with me
going?
to the horses and we can.
I don't know where I'm going yet.
The pub after.
Right. His is coming up. All right. So Keth, what are you doing?
I'll go.
I'll go talk to the constable.
Okay. So Keth, they all kind of their hands in the center and they break.
No.
Yeah!
No.
Go Wardens!
No.
Yep. And
Yeah.
everybody heads off in 4 different directions. First
Just
and
because you guys
foremost.
caressed hands when you put it in, Keth and I just stood there like,
No.
no.
Everyone's like, why?
Like, wait,
Why are you guys still holding that there?
So Keth makes his way
For
north.
the good of the team.
Sure.
With soft hands.
I just stood with my
To,
warhammer on my shoulder, shake my head, and walk off. Right.
Heads up to the
Someone's
constable's
still dropped
area
the
and
ball.
opens up the butcher's door and walks right in. And it's a still early sunny morning, and you can see that she's behind the counter. She's cutting the meats and she's getting herself ready and doesn't even look up at you. She's so busy that she's just focused in on what she's working on.
So this is the constable in?
She just kind of shakes her head, keeps on cutting.
Like, as in she's just shaking her head in general, or at me? Like she's acknowledging what I said.
I mean, if you want to roll a perception on that.
10.
It looks like she's just not even in her own. She's in her own world. Doesn't even recognize you there, and she's just shaking her head, and she's just.
I'll
cutting
just
along.
walk through at that point.
Okay, so you make your way through into the next room, which happens to be empty, and then you walk into the third one where Constable Harbrook is usually leaned up against on his chair, and as you walk into this room, you see that nobody is in this room. It's completely empty. So you kind of look around and look at his desk and roll perception.
16.
You just see a little bit of notes about the Black Earth cult. Notes that he's written down
What
on
are
like
they,
scratched
anything
pieces of paper. And
Noticeable? Anything we don't know already?
with that, it's nothing that you don't already know. And then you kind of look back and around the corner, and you look into the final room where everybody kind of his men usually stay up, and only one of them happens to be in there, and he looks like he's lying down taking a nap.
Hey,
Nah. What do you want?
where's the constable?
He's not here. Grabs his blanket and leans over.
Then where is he?
I don't know, but he's not here. Intimidation.
Yeah, I didn't want to, but
You could just try to persuade.
This is his persuasion.
yeah, so 14. Go, tell me where he is now.
And I'm the last guy that ever did another Tobias. No, nobody.
I
Okay.
gotcha.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I got it.
Okay, so you kind of you gather up a little bit of energy. You kind of lean over and you grab the end of the blanket and you just kind of yank it off. And huh. I don't know. He was following some lead a couple of days ago and he's left town. I don't know when he's coming back. I don't know what he's doing, but all I know is he's investigating something outside of this town. Give me my blanket. I'm going to bed.
Where did he go?
So now he's like playing tug of war with the blanket right now.
Happen.
I don't.
Tug of war means you'd have to
No.
get it somewhere. That's just like, no.
Roll a strength check.
100.
Not a saving throw, just a check.
Yeah.
12.
Okay. So we're sitting there playing tug of war, and then you give it this one little yank with one hand, and it just kind of flies out from his hand. He's like, oh! He went to go investigate more of that stupid cult thing that's been going around town. I don't know. He hasn't been talking much to us. We've just been kind of taking over the city.
The monastery?
Probably.
Black Earth.
That'd be my guess. Like I said, he's gone off his wagon. He's like knee deep in this syndicate that happens to be going on. Everybody's in on something. It's driving me nuts.
As he's still talking, I would drop his blanket on the floor and just walk out. This guy doesn't fucking know anything. He's
He's
worthless.
still kind of yammering it. Motherfucker, just trying to sleep, and he grabs his blanket and kind of shakes it off.
I'm already gone at this point.
Okay.
I'll try and see investigation on any of the constable's notes or anything that where he
Okay.
would be.
Go for it.
2!
Wow. So yeah, you just kind of like glance at it as you're walking out the door. You open the door and you walk past the butcher, and she's just gonna.
He's got notes.
I'll get her attention.
Okay.
How would you like to do so?
I'm just trying to. Hey! Morning!
Jalessa.
I know what her name is.
Yes. I'm sorry. Can I help you?
Working hard, I can see.
Yes. I've got a lot of orders to fill today, and I'm all by myself. So, what can I help you with? I'm so sorry.
Well, I was going to put in an order.
It's
Myself.
totally okay. It's acceptable. I happen to have some still. Quite all right. What can
What do
I
you have
interest
on
you in?
hand? That's easily ready.
I've got a nice slab of meat hanging over here in the corner that was supposed to go out by 2 p.m. today, but I've got enough in the back that you can have this one now and deal with that if you'd like.
Do you have any full hogs or anything? We're having a party, dude.
I'm afraid I don't. Really, the only thing I can give you is this or a small bag of rations that'll hold you over for the afternoon.
I will take the order you have ready.
All right, very good. It will be 30 gold, please.
I will give her 30 gold. Can I come back here in a minute and get it? We got a
Yes,
wagon.
of course, of course.
Alright, I will be back at some point.
Very good. She goes back to doing
Thank
her thing. Raina, what are you doing?
Cal and I are going to get horses. Well, no, I'm going to get horses.
You're going
Yeah.
to get horses.
I'm going to
Cal's
get
not
horses.
getting horses. You're all on your own. at
Yeah,
the
go
moment.
get me. Go take me to the stable.
Go get
I
me
believe
to
in
the
you.
stable.
Go get me to
Okay.
the stable.
I'm doing.
Chris, you forgot to ask about a tree.
Oh, yeah.
He's coming back later.
Yeah, when he's grabbing.
Yeah, we are going back later.
Just saying.
Okay. So you approach this newly developed, freshly built building. It's got a nice fence surrounding the perimeter of the backyard, where you can see that it's got a nice little dirt path to kind of keep the horses as they're going to and from wherever it is they're doing. There's a small little shelter for the stable for the horses, and then scattered throughout the yard you see wheels, giant wheels that are leaned up against the fence. You see other carriages that are being built, some that are in repair, some are kind of broken to the side, and there seems to be a couple of them that are well intact with wheels on them, and they look like they're ready to go. And as you walk up, you kind of knock on the door, and the door just kind of like slides in a little bit, almost as if it was unlocked and just slightly ajar. And as you walk in, you see that there's a man sitting behind the desk, and he's just kind of fiddling with. He's got like a piece of wood and a knife, and he's just kind of fiddling as time goes on. Looks up at you and goes, "What do you want?"
I'd like to talk to you about acquiring a wagon.
Acquiring a wagon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it would cost money.
Understand that would be your first thing, but I think we can help each other.
Yeah, you can help me by giving me money, and I'll give you a cart.
I see that you have carts out there that still need to be built.
Yeah, what of it?
What if I sent people to help you build them? And repair the ones that need repairing?
I can't afford that. I have to do it myself.
They would be on my dime, not yours, in exchange for using the cart when I need it.
Why?
You obviously don't know me. My
Really?
name's Arena.
Alright,
What's your name?
don't worry about it.
Persuasion.
Okay.
I'm gonna bat my eyes at him and say
Yes.
something
You
clever.
will sleep with me.
20.
What?
What was your modifier?
My modifier is plus 11 now.
What's a 21 done?
So you rolled a 9.
I rolled a 10.
It's a 21.
So it's
it's a
21
21.
actually.
Okay, so he's just kind of looking at his piece of wood as he's cutting it. He goes, tell you what. Maybe we can work on something.
Okay.
I got a card out there
Mm-hmm.
that you can use in exchange for money. He picks up his thing and starts whittling it.
Okay. How much?
How long do you want it? I will be expecting to get it back in one piece.
Well, it is a couple days journey to where I need to take it. And then I'd have to bring it back to you. So a 10-day?
1 Sunday? Yeah, I suppose I could part with it for that long.
Is it the only one that you have that works?
No, I've got 2 back there, but I've only got 2 horses.
So a single horse pulls the carriage, not a double?
Depends on how quickly you'd like to get there. I've got a single and I've got a double.
Okay. I would probably prefer the double. We will be hauling a lot of things.
A double for a 10-day? Alright, I suppose I could let that pass. About 400 gold.
Do I look like I have 400 gold?
Well, right now you look like a girl who doesn't have a cart.
Sorry, real quick. How many were broken or needed fixing?
How many do you need
Small handful.
fixed? Small handful? And you're not willing at all to let me use this for this 10-day, bring you people to help you fix and repair your carts for free.
Listen, lady. You're pretty and all, but I don't know who you are. I don't know what you're about. I've got a business to run here. You want to strike up some little deal? Go do that on your own time elsewhere. Right now, I'll sell you a cart for a 10-day for 400 gold. You take it or leave it, girlie.
Okay, I'm gonna look at him
Mm-hmm.
and say, thank you so much for your time, and set a gold on the table and walk out. And put my hood up as I'm doing so.
Roll intimidation on that.
Okay. Gladly.
I was gonna say, do they have something for sass?
Yeah, what would that roll be?
Intimidation works.
Intimidation, so 14?
So as you kind of lay the, you kind of slam your hand down with the coin. You kind of look at him, give him those eyes, and behind your eyes you can see a little bit of flame as he's just kind of like. And as you strut your way out the door, you make note that he'll remember that.
Okay.
Okay. What's the cowl doing?
Finding my contacts in town.
Okay. So the cowl makes his way north and heads up to the helm.
Oh, then I'm with him because that's where I was going.
So, the cowl makes his way north, heads on into the pub, and he looks around inside, and there seems to be a lively amount of people in here, just kind of doing his thing. What?
That's where I was going too. So
Yeah.
it's kind of
not
like
together.
okay.
No, you can still go there, but you're not going together. This is everybody's individual story. So, as the cowl makes his way, he goes inside the pub and looks around, and it seems lively enough. He's looking around, there's some people at tables and waiting around, and he looks over at the bar itself and he sees Maeve trying to get up on top of one of the stools. So now you know.
I just got a 1-up.
He did get up on that chair. Yay!
Cal just kind of looks over at Maeve and like chuckles a little bit and walks over into the corner of the bar and sits down at a table and kind of covers the cowl a little bit, taps his finger accordingly, and The barkeep walks over and just kind of puts a drink down in front of him. And says, courtesy of the man at the bar. Kind of points over at a stranger who's just kind of sitting at the bar now, who's got a hood on as well, and looks over at you over his shoulder, just kind of like holds up the glass.
I'll do the same.
And he puts the glass back down. And he gets up and he starts walking over to the table and he sits down next to you. And it's a very dark man. He's shrouded in shadow. He's got a cloak on as well with a hood that covers his eyes. So really, the only thing you can see is his mouth, big old shadows here, and he's just kind of leaning into the table. He goes, I didn't think I'd see you back here so soon.
Life's funny that way.
Can be. What brings you back?
Trying to find a spy.
Trying to find a spy. Well, I happen to know of a few in this area.
Pray tell.
Well, he kind of leers over and gathers his composure a little bit, and like, if you look at your 4 o'clock position, you'll see there's a man at the table with 2 other men. He's wearing a tattered blue tunic. There's some ugly little hair on him. Looks to be a little bit drunky face. I'd probably talk to him.
That's the guy to talk to?
I've been watching him for a minute. You might want to go have a conversation with that guy.
Appreciate the heads up.
Of course.
Professional courtesy, of course.
Sure, you guys do the secret handshake.
Yep. Slip him the gold.
Fair enough. Okay. So you kind of...
For a gold coin.
He leaves his drink behind as he gets up from the table and gathers himself and heads out the door. Closes behind him. What you doing?
There were 3 guys at that table.
There are 3 guys at that table. One of them is in a blue tunic.
I'll order 8 drinks.
8 drinks.
Yep.
Damn.
Okay.
Thirsty.
So, barkeep heads behind the bar and starts preparing and comes back over and lays the tray of drinks down at the table and looks you over and kind of like,
2 gold.
thank you very much. Makes the way around.
And as I'm wearing the hood, I'll be casting Disguise Self.
Okay. What are you doing?
Tony Stark.
Nice. Like it. So as you go to take your hat off, or your hood off, the light comes back onto your face, and you've got a very handsome goatee going on right now.
Very handsome goatee.
Right, and you've got the suave hair that's tanked back. You kind of look like that, but less angry.
Yes, less angry version of
A
that.
little something right here that's kind of brown.
And you approach the table with these drinks, and the guys just kind of like look at the drinks, and they look up at you and go, "Oh, the hell are you?"
Gentlemen, hello, welcome to town. Everyone, please have a drink on me.
Thank you.
Oh,
Why are
you're
you
welcome.
being so curious?
Hey, I'm new in town. I'm trying to make friends. Name's Tony. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So what brings you to town?
Just a bit of business, and they all just kind of like look at each other and grab the glasses, and they all kind of like cheers, clink to it, and start enjoying their drinks. And he just pops it back down, looks up at you, and goes, "I'm just in town for business."
Oh, what kind of business are you in, friend?
That's my business.
Yes, persuasion.
Okay.
16.
Okay. So, you kind of hint and indicate that an open tab at the bar might be in your favor if you have a nice little conversation.
Yeah.
To which he's rather open about, and quite gracious. So, have one of these drinks and sit down with us. Enjoy.
Be more than happy to.
Excellent. So, what's going on? What can I interest you in today?
Well, I'm just a man who's out and about. I'm in a new town. I'm trying to make new friends and, I'm trying to make business acquaintances.
Business acquaintances. Ah, I see. What kind of business are you into?
A little bit of everything. I'm what you call an entrepreneur. I have money. I like to invest in things. In people. In causes.
Okay. He goes and takes another swig from his drink, slams down. Give me an example.
Well, I like to fund. I've started off with, you know, your typical bounty hunters or, you know, your goons for hire, but, you know, I'm looking to expand my horizons with some farms here and there.
Okay, that sounds really cool. It sounds busy. He kind of looks at you again, and through the haze of his drinking, he's like, "You seem kind of familiar."
I just got that face.
I guess. And kind of goes back to drinking again.
And I'm still nursing my one beer.
He has no idea. Okay. So,
Your friends mentioned that.
what's going on?
Nothing, you're just about ready to tell me what you do.
What I do? Oh, what I do. You don't even want to know what I do.
No, I'm interested. I like hearing other people's stories.
I know stories. I've got stories. It's one thing I've got, it's stories.
Oh, yeah?
I've been around.
Really?
Shh. I'm a spy.
You're a what?
Don't tell anyone.
I don't want to tell anybody.
Cool.
You're my new friend.
So, I gotta tell you. So this is the newest thing that's happened right now. It's unbelievable, but so this is Castle, right? It's off somewhere out there, or whatever. These four guys. One of them's a girl. I don't know. 4 people. They went in and they raided the castle. They destroyed everything. They killed everyone in there. It's in ruins now. It's insane.
4 people just did that.
Yeah, 4 people did it. Everybody's dead.
Wow. And you were lucky enough to escape with your life. I'm sure you brought...
No,
I
heard about it.
You heard about it.
I wasn't there. I heard about it.
So it's your castle, or...
No. I work for the guys that work there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what, you just tell them secrets about this town? And...
No. See, I'm here to recruit.
Recruit?
I keep tabs on everybody.
Oh, what are you recruiting for?
To fight.
Fight?
Or drink. I don't know. Could I have another one of those alcohols?
I'll sleep on one of my extra one.
Oh,
They're fast here, by the way.
like it.
His buddies are oblivious.
His buddies are passed out.
Fair enough.
It's just the 2 of us now as time goes on.
At 9 in the morning.
As of right now, it's about noon.
Okay.
Getting day drunk in the sky.
So,
just the 2 of us.
Monday?
It's Memorial Day
Really?
here in Red
So you're
Rock.
looking for people for what? A noble cause, I'm assuming.
Come here.
I'll lean in closer.
Come here.
I'll lean in.
Do you want to know what we're really doing?
Absolutely.
Fuck.
Constitution saves.
Yep.
So, this is what's going on. The world is about to end.
Oh no.
Yeah. The world is going to end, and we're going to be the ones that cause it.
Yeah, how are you gonna cause the end more?
It's not me. I'm not the one doing it. No. There's a giant fish man who's trying to...
Giant fish man.
Yeah, he's very mean. There's a giant fish man. There's a fish man who's trying to summon something that's gonna be terrible and destroy the world.
Oh no.
Yeah, and what you don't know is he's in trouble.
He's in trouble.
Yeah, he's in trouble because the castle that is now destroyed and in ruins and rubble
By 4 people.
by 4 people. This place is... I don't think they really knew what they were doing. Because if they knew, they would know that there's actually a secret door in the castle that leads to a special room that would take them to the Fishman.
Fishman's at the castle?
No. He's somewhere else, but you can get there through the castle.
Oh.
At least you could have before it was destroyed.
Right, because it's completely in rubble thanks to 4 people.
That's it.
Now that is a story, my friend.
Mhm.
Thank you for sharing that with me.
Oh, and the best part,
What's the best part?
the guy that runs the place.
Uh-huh.
What's his name? He was a bald guy. He is I don't know. He was the guy that ran the place.
Let's just call him Baldy.
The door is behind. It's in plain sight. It's behind his chair, under the balcony. Like,
Who does that?
How do you miss such a thing? Dumbass.
Bunch of dumbasses, I tell you. They just come in, ransack the place, and don't even take the time to
Gone
look.
now.
It's gone now.
Gone now.
Alright, buddy. You look like you're gonna pass out.
That sounds like a good idea.
At this point, do I notice
Yeah, I was gonna
what's
say,
happening?
how much does Maeve...
Roll a perception.
I mean, I'm literally at the bar this entire time.
Yeah, but they're at a table in the corner, so there's some distance
15.
between you guys. All right, over the course of whatever it is,
Because I mean, I know he's in
you're
here, so I
doing
know
next.
he's over there doing
Yeah,
stuff.
you're familiar with Cowell's presence. You don't see him.
I mean, I don't hear this stuff. I'm just watching him with the dude.
Well, no, because see, he approached the other table, but as he did, when you look back, it's a different person. So the Cowell's gone.
He did disguise self.
Yeah, I
You're
guess
still
it's-
wearing your same clothes.
No,
No,
it changes.
they changed.
They changed.
Everything changes.
Everything.
Oh,
Jeez.
okay. Well, you didn't say that. You just said you look like Tony Stark. So I didn't know
Yeah.
what that entailed. If that was just a face or everything.
Regardless,
Never mind
you
then.
don't know this. You
It doesn't
know
matter
that
to me, I was
he's
just
in the
curious.
bar somewhere, but you don't see him. So, is that what you're doing on your end?
And once he passes out, I'm gonna slap on my manacles on him and escort him out of the building.
Okay.
Citizen's arrest. He's too drunk to be here.
I mean, you're gonna carry him?
Because he's
Right.
drunk.
He's
and
passed out.
Yeah, dude, you'd have to carry him.
He's dead.
That's fine.
All right, roll a strength check.
16.
All right, so you can drag him by the arms successfully. But you can't carry him, so you're just kind of dragging him.
So at this point, I watched a random dude with a manacled like other guy dragging him out, and I'm pretty sure I can figure out what's going on there.
Well, we will get to that when we get to you. Is that how you want to end your?
Yeah, well, I'm there
Okay.
for it. That's
Okay.
where we'll cut to my scene.
All right, fair enough. And then,
Star wipe.
right now we're over to Maeve, who, as everybody starts making their way, their own individual way,
I was going to
Maeve
change
heads.
everything until you told me not. I wasn't going there, but then you put me in the bar. So
Okay,
let's go with it.
so Maeve starts heading north before everybody starts separating because she just kind of started making her way from the merchant and starts heading north and heads on inside the helm to where she sits down at a comfortable spot and pulls out the new shield that she had.
Not doing that yet.
Kind of looks at it and puts it back. So now Maeve is at the bar currently and sees the Cowl walk in through the front door and find a corner and start talking to some shroud.
Okay, I'm gonna get the Garlene's attention. I'm assuming she's behind the bar.
Yep.
Alright.
Oh, hello.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Can I
Doing
get you
good.
something to drink?
Just a water if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
I was wondering if I might ask you a couple questions, trying to get some information about the place.
Questions work. She's just pouring the water.
My buddy the cowl, you know the guy with the hood? Bow and arrow? Elven looking guy?
Oh. The one over there?
I just making
Points
sure
over in the corner at the cowl who's talking to the hooded figure at the
to
time.
his informant.
Mhm.
I pulled off the mission board a wanted posted for the for a Wyvern. I was wondering if you'd heard anything about that and if it was troubling people or who might have posted that.
And see the water. You know, pretty much anybody in town can put anything they'd like on their community board. Unfortunately, I don't know.
Aye, but as someone working in an inn, usually privy to a lot of information passing around as you
You're at
deliver
the helm.
drinks. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Pub.
not the inn. That's the helm.
it's a pub.
It's the pub. Yeah.
I think you told us it was also an inn, but either way.
I mean, there is
Pub,
like
fine.
there's a
Bar.
room where you can craft.
We'll say
but
bar.
Yeah. Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Either way. As you're serving drinks, I figured a lot of people must be talking. Someone must have mentioned something about dragon-like creatures flying around, causing trouble.
Honestly, I hear a lot of talk. It's hard to even remember what I had for breakfast this morning. But I'm sure if you stick around long enough and talk to enough people around here, you'll find what you're looking for.
Could you point me in the direction of anyone?
Of what?
People who might know things?
Oh, well, you're in a pub. Anybody here at a table would probably be more than happy to help you with that.
Who is around then?
As you look around, you just see people sitting at tables talking amongst themselves. I mean, nobody really stands out until
Outside of Tony Stark.
who happens to be standing at it.
That is.
Right, that's true. I mean, everybody looks like common people. Like you don't really see anything out of the ordinary at first
no one
sight.
looks distressed or worried because they've been harried by wyrens.
No, everybody seems to be pretty somber in this bar.
Okay.
Just kind of hands you the water. Well, apparently we're still outside.
Yeah. All right.
The noise carries in.
Yeah, of course.
All right. I'm gonna hop down at this point and don't care.
Okay.
Boring to me.
Okay. So as you hop off of your little stool and start to make your way,
I turn
you
around.
look over and you see the cowl happens to be missing.
What's the largest table they have there? Like, in terms of people at it.
The largest table is a group of 6, and it happens to be over by the front door.
Okay. Human, normal.
A bunch of humanoids, male and females alike, and they're all just kind of having a good time.
Okay.
It's still high noon, and people are drinking.
They doing anything or just chatting?
Just
Drinking?
chatting and drinking.
Cool. I'll walk up to that table.
Okay. As you make your way, you see everybody's just kind of laughing and drinking and having a good time, kind of like a corporate event where they're all very connected. They could be family, long family,
But they're in
very
good-
close
they're good-
friends.
they're in good
but
spirits.
They're
Alright.
in good spirits.
Cool.
Yes.
I'll pull up next to him. And I'll just stop at the table over there.
Oh, hello there, dear.
Pardon. Don't mean to interrupt. Just wondering if I gotta. I'm assuming at this point I have a copy of the paper.
Nope. There's
Cool.
only one copy of the paper, and it's in the cowl's presence.
Sure.
There was
Fine.
only one on the board.
Remind me to forgery all sorts of stuff. I have a kit for that. I'm proficient in it. But I was just wondering, making my way through town, and happened to see on the community board out there that somebody was having some issues with some irons, little dragon-like creatures that fly. Just trying to get some information. Barkeep up there doesn't seem to know or ask for my face, so I was wondering if you guys might be able to help me.
Oh man, dragons! That sounds awful.
Aye, be terrible.
Oh, why would you go looking for that? And they all just kind of like laugh and keep drinking. Seriously, a girl like you, your size, I wouldn't go near one of those.
I'm not worried about them. Face bigger. Killed them too. But I've got a crew with me. I'm doing pretty well. Just cleared out the keep, not too far from here. Sort of hold up. Just looking for a little bit of adventure, a little bit of coin. Wondering if you guys might be able to help me.
Oh, that's a crazy story.
Aye, 100% true.
Wow, what? Well, we're just kind of hanging out. I don't know anything about a dragon, but I can guarantee you this. I'm not going to be around it.
Aye, alright.
Mm-mm.
Well, as you guys are hanging around here, you wouldn't happen to know anybody who's been bringing goods in and out, maybe traveling, having some troubles?
Oh, and one of the guys in the corner is like, there's a guy south. He's, I don't know, he plays with a bunch of kids. He gets a lot of stuff.
Aye, you mean Endrins? The guy who works at the general supply store.
Yeah, that's probably the place.
Aye, he had one earlier. A bunch of drakes. Also dragon-like, but not flying. He took care of it.
Oh, okay. I tried. He goes
Aye.
back to drinking.
Fair enough.
And they all kind of look back at each other and be like, we just kind of come and go. We're just simple friends enjoying a simple day.
Aye, very simple indeed. Well, thank you for your time. Have fun getting drunk.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I dip off.
Okay.
It's useless.
Okay.
At this point, I'm bored with this place. I'm not getting any information.
Okay, so you
since
wanna
I don't
leave
have
the
the
helm?
card. Yeah, I'll head back towards the community board. Really don't understand how a town puts up wanted stuff with no information about who or where to go get it, but I'll head towards where the horses were because I know that's where where Arena was.
Alright, so you make your way south and
No, I'm
head,
jabbing the town.
head back into the center of town where the community board is in the cross section. And As you arrive there, you also see Arena popping out of the stable area, so you guys kind of meet right there.
Hey,
Hey, how'd it go?
he wanted to charge us $400 for horses, so I'm gonna steal him.
So, $400. What is
Or
that?
gold.
Oh, gold. Okay.
Oh,
Sorry, wrong terminology.
That seems awfully high.
That's what I thought.
400 Bitcoin?
I even tried to persuade him to say that we would send people here to fix the wagons that are not up and running. And
He's got broken wagons.
He wanted nothing. He wanted
How
nothing to
badly
do with it.
broken?
I mean, he's one guy, so it's not like he can fix them all on his own.
Okay.
But he did not want to bargain at all. It was
No.
400 gold or nothing.
That's way too much.
That's
Why don't
what
we
I
go
said.
talk to him, see what we can do.
Huh? Alright, at this point, I'm gonna use my armor.
Which armor?
My studded armor.
The one that you've been wearing?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I've already tried talking to him, and he didn't want to deal with me, so I'm gonna change my appearance and walk in with you.
Okay, so you're doing disguise self as well.
Well, no, I'm using
It's-
the armor.
Yeah, it's
The
not
armor-
like a true disguise self, like the spell itself.
Oh,
You're
that's right.
just
I forgot you
able
got
to,
another one. I didn't remember what it was.
Yeah, you're just able to alter the appearance of your clothing to whatever you're liking.
So, same face, but different clothes?
Yeah, her body doesn't change, just her
Okay.
clothing changes. So, like, if she wanted to
Fair enough.
wear, like, the robes of a cultist, she could do that instantaneously.
Okay. Cool.
So she can change whatever she wants, just not her physical appearance, not like disguise self.
Well, actually, then I'm gonna use disguise self, because I was looking at it. So I'm gonna do
Okay.
disguise self, and I'm gonna change my appearance into a man.
She gotta be a man.
Because
you gotta be so
maybe he doesn't
sassy
like
about
dealing
it?
with women.
Yeah, right.
So if
Yeah,
if
clearly
Maeve doesn't
hates
do
women.
well, so I'll
Sounds like it.
make myself look like a guy, dark hair, masculine,
That's still
Okay.
dragging this guy.
Okay.
wearing, simple armor, but
Okay.
look intimidating. Have a
Roll
scar
perception,
above my
please.
eye. Perception.
Yep.
Okay. 12. It's 18.
18. Okay. So as you don your new change in wardrobe, you look past Maeve, and behind Maeve, you can see coming out of the helm is a guy dragging another guy by the leg as starts to make his way towards you.
Okay. I'll look at Maeve.
Otherwise, you wouldn't have seen that, which is
Oh, no,
why I
Maeve.
made you roll for it.
Do you know this guy?
Judging by the looks of it, it's probably Cow. He came in, he was talking to somebody, and now he's dragging out somebody. You know how he
Bold.
works.
Bolt. Okay.
I don't know who he's supposed to look like. Some strange man.
He's handsome.
Not my type.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna let you lead. If he doesn't respond well to you, then it's got to be a feminine thing, and he's just an ass. And then I'll come in and I'll swoop in and try to fix it.
We'll see what happens. It's worth a shot.
Okay.
And I head in.
Yeah, it's an investigation check to see if it is me or not.
Nice, thank you for checking that. If you wanted to forcibly do it on this stranger.
It's only 11.
So you don't know.
Keth, what are you doing?
Says you. Anyway.
Oh, I'm coming out
My
of
spell
the
check's 15.
butcher shop.
Okay. And the butcher shop happens to be right across the street from the new stable, so Keth makes his way out and sees Maeve standing next to some person. He can't really see her face, or his face. Wait, you're not a
I'm a
guy.
really
oh,
good-looking
you're
guy
disguised.
now.
Yeah. So some really good-looking guy, and then you start to see Tony
Really,
Stark
really
dragging a
good-looking.
body, making his way towards these two, and you're just kind of standing there confused, but you still march up to Maeve.
Who's your new boyfriend?
It's fucking Lena. You daft boy.
How was I supposed to know that?
Who else
Roll
would I be?
investigation.
Who else would I be hanging out with out here?
I don't fucking know. Doesn't look like
Exactly. She's fucking magic.
He just rolled and doesn't see it.
I just told you. It's still her.
Yeah, but he doesn't believe it.
Okay. I'm gonna look at him. What's up?
Either way, I'm off. I'm going into the thing. He can talk to her.
What's up? Who are you?
It's Arena, dumbass.
So Maeve walks inside.
As I'm walking away, I hear this. I'm just like, told ya.
Okay, so as she walks inside, I'm gonna follow her, but not go in right with her. I'm gonna let the door
Maeve
close.
goes in and Lorena comes in moments later.
Orion,
Stark.
Orion. That's my character's name now because he's a man.
Oh God, that's his name
Yeah.
right now.
Oreno.
Why you
Oregano?
gotta ruin it?
Orion.
Phoebe, Phoebo.
Stark comes making his way closer and closer as these two enter the building, and then Stark is now standing next to Keth outside the stables.
As I shake, I turn back into myself. Hey, Kath.
What the fuck is going on?
Found the spy.
Oh.
You want me to help put him on one of the meat hooks for the drunks?
Wait, what?
In the butcher shop.
They have the meat hooks where they put the drunks on.
We could just throw him in a cell in there.
Oh, is Constable in?
No, but we can just go in there and put it.
Oh, okay.
With it, so.
That
Or
works
there's a
too.
guard in there.
Take
So we
him
can
with
fucking
us.
Alright,
throw him
I'll take the legs.
in. Yeah.
Okay, so then Kyle grabs the legs and Keth grabs the arms, and they kind of hammock him into the butcher shop. And as they're making their way through the butcher, they still see her kind of working away and doing her thing, shaking her head, just in her own world. And you guys casually stroll right past, like nothing out of the ordinary here. As you make your way into Harbrux's area, you also see that there's a single cell that takes up half of, the room itself. And the door itself is, of course, unlocked. So you come in and give him the good old heave-ho, and you toss him in, and he lands, and he wakes up a
take out
little
the
bit.
manacles, because those are mine.
Okay. And then you guys close the door behind him, and
Yep.
in the stir, the one guy who was napping over in the fourth room kind of stirs awake and kind of like leans over his bed a little bit, looks through the hallway, and sees you two standing there, and just kind of just tries to go back to sleep a little bit. And
Hey, do you have the keys for this?
they're on the desk.
Thank you.
Look
Look
on
behind
that.
and grab the keys, clearly sitting right there.
I'll tell you everything he told me.
Okay.
So you know.
He's clearly not a fan of our work.
Apparently not, but that's not good either. We need to get back as soon as we can.
Oh, yeah.
Hey! Make sure he doesn't leave.
He's a drunkard. He's a spy.
He kind of gets you. He's like, throws the blanket off, and he kind of stretches a little bit, leans over to his little cot, and gets up and kind of like sluggishly moves his way into the room. He's like, what's this all about now?
This is the spy.
He
He's
looks down, sees the drunk sitting in there.
with his tattered robes. Yeah, that's the spy. Also,
The
he was
spy that
very
Harbruck's
drunk.
going after?
One of them, yeah.
Oh, God.
Another one of the cults. Also, drunk in public in the middle of the day.
Cal, that's like half the town.
That's Keth.
I'm not
Cat's
drunk.
like,
He's not drunk right now.
Yeah, it's an off day.
I'll say he said some very unflattering things about your mother, so.
He kind of like spurses up and looks over at him and just kind of spits. Nobody says nothing about my mama.
She's a saint.
She's a saint.
Take her out for
Thank
a nice
you.
Seafood dinner.
Keep him here until the constable gets back.
Consul. I don't know when he's coming back. He's been gone a little while.
Yeah, you said
now.
a couple days.
Yeah.
You still don't know where he went?
I don't know. He might be up at that monastery. Tell you what, if you head up that way and you see him,
We'll look for him.
I can't leave, so
We'll let him know Keith is doing a great job.
right on.
It's not his name, but he just agrees to, yeah.
Keith now.
Just don't let him go anywhere.
No
We'll
problem.
head out.
Immediately, he sits in Harbruck's chair, kind of leans back and puts his legs up and goes to pull a Harbruck as he just kind of enjoys the moment of power in his absence. Okay.
More sleep.
Right.
I can get used to this.
And then entering the stable, we have Maeve.
Hey.
Moments later, the door opens again, and
Orion. Yeah.
comes waltzing
As she's
in.
talking to him, I'm gonna just lean up against the wall, very nonchalant style.
What can I do for you, dear?
Hey. How you doing?
I've been better.
Hey. What's causing you trouble?
Too much work, not enough time, not enough money.
I was gonna say, this wasn't here the last time we were in town.
No,
Must have set up shop fairly quickly.
about a 10-day.
That day, aye. My friends and I, we've been doing some work for the constable. Taking care of some things. We were wondering if we might be able to purchase or borrow a horse and a cart. Doesn't need to be a big one. Just need to carry some stuff to our keep out northwest of here. Maybe you've heard of it.
You got money?
How much are you asking?
What you looking for exactly?
Well, we're looking for a cart and something to pull it with.
You need a single cart and a horse? For how long?
Probably a fortnight. Maybe less. 10 days minimum. Fortnight's 14.
Yep.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yes. Very good.
About a 10-day?
At the minimum. Maybe 2 weeks at most.
A single cart, single horse for a 10-day? I
Aye.
can let that go for about 200 gold.
200 gold.
Yeah.
Seems a bit steep.
Well, you can take it or leave it.
Well, I could offer you something for the exchange. You seem to be in a bit of a bind here. You said you set up shop very quickly. Had a lot of work to do. What seems to be the trouble?
Don't have enough time.
Time for what?
Work.
Work's a lot of things. I've been shaving that down for the last 2 minutes.
Is there a point to what you're going on about? Or
Aye.
do we have a deal here?
What I have is money or a service for the horse
Money
And the
for
cart.
the horse.
and the cart.
Yeah, and the cart. I'll throw that in too.
Aye, not taking one without the other. I've seen your carts out back. It's woodwork, a little bit of metal. I can help you with that.
That is very nice of you.
Nice has nothing to do with it. I need the horse and the cart. You've got it. I want it.
I need 200 gold.
How much would you knock it off if I could fix? Out of curiosity, what is what's? I'm asking him what's messed up about it, like his carts. Like, what does he need worked on?
Requires a lot of work.
Such as?
It's my business, not yours.
Orion is now looking at Maeve and is like getting antsy.
So, you got that 200 gold?
At this point, I cast whole person on him. I mean, you get to roll to avoid it, but
Awesome. What's my saving throw?
It's a wisdom save. 15.
Fuck, it's 14.
so you just freeze in place.
Ugh. What is this?
You can still move your eyes, so I look him straight in the eye. Straight
What
there.
are you doing?
I'm trying to have a discussion, but you don't seem to like it. I need a horse and a cart, and you're
I
charging.
need 200 gold. What's this?
Here's the problem.
Get me out of this thing.
The constable's not here, and we work with him. So I'm going to get a cart and a horse for a proper amount of money, or I will help you out. A cart, fucker.
Roll intimidation.
Sorry.
13.
What is this? Get me out of this.
You're smart, man. You know what it is. It's called magic.
I don't deal with magic.
Well, you're dealing with it now.
Well,
At this point, I could leave you like this, and I could take the heart. Look, God damn it! Now you've got to be
Horse
fucked.
and the
Yeah.
Sorry.
I called it a heart. Fucking dick. I could take the horse in the cart right now, and we'll return it in 10 to 14 days. And when I'm gone, I'll release it. Or you can give me a proper price. I can help you out a little bit, and we could be on our way.
let me go and you can have it for 100 gold.
2 weeks, 100 gold.
For a 10-day.
Let's see. I'll release it. I don't know if you have a problem with dwarves or women.
I got a problem with somebody who comes up into my place of business, tells me how to do my job, and then comes in here with magic.
At no point did I tell you how to do your job. I offered to help and offered to pay. You gave me an unreasonable price.
No, I gave you a standard price, and now I gave you a deal, and you're getting on my nerves. So, do you want a cart and a horse for 100 gold?
I'm going to. I toss him 100 gold.
Okay. Very good. There's a cart out back. Give me a moment, and I'll have it set up for you.
And then
Set
as
some
I'm
stuff down.
As he goes out
As
back,
a-
I want to rummage through his shit. What's he got back there?
All right, hang on.
Hold on. Rummage to who shit?
Hang on.
The
Do your
guy's
thing.
shit.
He's not held anymore.
Do your
No,
thing.
he's going out back.
Oh,
Doesn't matter. We'll get to her after you. If it changes, it changes.
As I'm leaving, like, you're still in there. Did he just leave, or am I leaving before him?
You're standing in the room of business. He's getting out from behind his desk to head out back.
Okay. Right as he's about to leave the door, I just use thaumaturgy to put like a loud ass like bird like swoop by his head.
Okay, so he goes to swing open the door and walk outside, and as he walks outside, that
He doesn't see it. It's just the sound of one going
right,
by.
he's just kind of looks back inside and looks at all you, and just kind of goes about his business.
Okay,
What are you
I wanna go behind the desk and
Steal whatever
stealthily and
All right,
I
roll
leave, I leave to go
roll
follow.
stealth.
roll
I
for
leave to go
okay.
follow him out
15,
front around,
15
like,
plus
to meet him
10,
out there.
25.
You're gonna meet him in the back. Or
No,
are you-
I wanna
you're
make
going
sure
out the
he-
front door.
Well, I'm not gonna follow him through there, but I'm gonna go meet him out back. He's hitching up a horse and wagon.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure
So
he's
she'll
doing
go
right
out the
now.
front door.
Fucking
So
Yeah.
you're gonna like shadow him.
pretty much.
Okay.
I
You
roll-
rolled a what?
I rolled a 15 plus 10.
Okay, fair enough. So go ahead and roll a perception on the desk.
13, 19.
Okay. So he's got a couple of papers over in the corner, and it just seems to be order forms and the construction of the area. You see that he's got the little knife and piece of wood that he's been whittling, and then underneath the desk over on the right hand corner, he doesn't have drawers for his desk. He just has open sockets, and sitting in there is a nice little pouch of money, which now contains the 100 gold that he
I'm gonna
just got.
take that.
Sleight of hand.
20.
So you snatch the bag and put it into your.
And then I'm just gonna casually walk outside. 14. You know.
Get the fuck out of here. Change back.
Out the front door.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then you kind of like Jack Sparrow it. You just kind of grab it, plop it in your purse, and just casually walk out the
Yep.
front door.
The moment I head outside, I'll take off my disguised self and walk to the community board so I'm across the street waiting for her.
Okay. And then Maeve is still out back, kind of watching.
Just making sure he's actually doing what he said. Because I
Right,
don't
he's
fuck him up
he's
again.
getting the cart ready and kind of looking over at you and giving you the stink eye.
I'm
Wondering
just,
what the fuck
I'm just
you're
standing
doing.
there with Warhammer and shield, just watching him.
Just getting his stuff ready.
I'm just
You
waiting.
guys
Like,
have exited the
Yep.
butcher, and you
Okay.
made your way across the street. And you see Arena leave the front door, and well, you see this giant brooding man walk through the door, and it's kind of funny because as this creature, this man, is walking through the door frame inside the building, it's a big brooding man, kind of like the.
Is it a big brooding
Rock.
man?
Yeah, what did you say? A big muscular man.
big brooding man, maybe.
Yeah,
A big
a
brooding
brooding size of a man.
who's
Yeah.
walking through the door frame, and
Brad
as he passes the door frame, it turns into Orena. So, like once into the light, you see it's a female, and she starts making her way up to the community board.
Oh,
I'm just
okay,
gonna-
community board.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lean against it casually.
Oh, hey guys.
And I have my hood up.
Oh, hey guys.
It's not casual with all that
Yeah,
attitude.
No, no, right.
So we need to figure out about the wiring stuff too, or we just go straight to the monastery. Monastery. Let's just go to the monastery.
Hey, Raina, what's up?
Jesus.
Oh, you know. A little of this, little of that. We'll talk about it later.
You just learned disguise self, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I'm gonna check out the community board, see any postings, anything like that.
Investigation.
We need to go back.
Back. Yeah, we do.
And I'll tell her.
You kind of breeze over the community
you
board a little
gosh.
bit, and you don't really see anything out of the ordinary. You see some wanted for help within the area, just like barkeep or attendant for the inn,
I took the money back.
food sales. Nothing really stands out.
But I wasn't me. I was
That's
the guy.
true.
And then Maeve in the
But Maeve
backyard
went there.
I'm saddled
start
up.
throwing shit at you.
Why? We're having a character conversation.
Our characters are conversating.
Conversating?
Also
Whatever.
conversating.
He can create words. Why can't I?
It's on the DM. That's my privilege.
At this point, do I come around with
Okay.
a horse and buggy?
So Maeve in the backyard
Maeve.
of this area watches the man open the gate that leads north into the strip and kind of just shoes the horse as the horse brings the carriage around to the front and kind of stands there and watches Maeve as Maeve just kind of like
As he's doing,
waltzes her way around.
as he's doing that, can I look around to the carts and see like what work needs to be done?
Yeah, sure. Perception.
15.
By the looks of it, nothing that a couple of days worth of pounding a hammer wouldn't fix.
Like, is it straight woodwork or is it like a metal as well?
It's I'd say
like, is it, like
98%
wheels,
woodwork.
like building it.
It's like 98% wood. The only iron or metal you would see would be like bolts and strappings. That's about it. But it's all wood.
We all went there.
Or the hell, he's gonna try and help out for free since I'm pretty sure I know what Arena did in there.
Okay. So he
We're
kind of
all pretty sure what she did.
Well,
he
we
looks at
dove-
Maeve and just kind of like, here's your cart. Heads back inside, closes the gate, and goes about his business. Now all four of you
Right
are
before he goes
standing.
back in, I do another bird.
Another bird.
Oh my God.
He closes the gate
I'm a
and
dick. Fuck him.
hears
He's
it
an
kind
asshole.
of feeling swoop down behind him too. He's like, oh god.
Little jumpy, aren't you?
And he looks back at the group and everybody's just
Oh.
kind of like looking
Look,
at him.
just
It's
her.
just me.
Yeah, but from where you guys are at, if you move the archer, it's all happening right here. So this is where the cart is.
Oh.
Oh, we thought it
And
was.
you
I
guys
thought it was
are
like
going
out
back.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No, it's
Never mind.
north. It's north of it. So they're
Alright.
they're within sight of seeing this happen because you can see through the fence.
Okay. Fair enough. So he goes
Yeah,
inside.
everybody just kind of like looks like this fucking guy.
I climb up, I get in the cart, and I start slowly moving it out.
Okay. Now we need to take it to the
Do
butcher.
you know how to ride a cart?
How to drive a car?
I have animal handling of +4. Would you like me to roll for it?
Yeah.
I think the cow's gonna have to drive.
I'll just talk to the horse.
22.
That was really good.
Okay, so you're.
I'm just like,
Yep,
fuck you, horse.
You were good to do that. So you make your way into
Wow,
the
don't
center
say
and
fuck you, the horse.
kind of look around and see everybody standing there.
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
Alright, I got us a horse and cart. What do we gotta pick up and where are we going?
we need to go to the butcher. We need to go see Andrews, and we need to get the fuck back to the keep.
What's going on with the keep?
We'll explain on
Tells
the
it
way.
to me.
Okay.
Did you also tell me about Holbrook then, I'm guessing?
Yep.
Okay.
We'll,
So-
yeah, we'll talk
Yeah,
about
we
that
all-
while we're getting
as
all
we're
our
as
stuff.
we're on the road again.
Okay, well then as for sake of brevity, can you say we pick up everything and start heading? But
What are you picking up, like rations and shit?
well, he's
We're
picking up
going-
that hog head and I'm picking up that
You're
metal.
picking up the rations. You do that successfully.
So which way are we going? We got Holbrook, who's been missing for a while up at the monastery, but we gotta head back and deal with. Do you think it's Ivan? Is he the one who knows about it? It's supposedly
We're gonna
behind
find
his
out.
chair.
We need to go take care of that now. Or else
Wait, did Ivan have hair?
I didn't remember the
Alright.
discussion.
Ivan was bald.
That's
he
what he
has
said.
Glasses.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
the guy said the bald guy doesn't even realize it.
Yep.
we need to go
Alright.
back to the keep now and deal with this.
Okay. Let's
I
go.
will, just out of character, judging by the vision I have and the story he told me about the guy who knows shit, if we're going to be going to this place and going down into where supposedly Crabman lives, should we want to do that now, or do we want to go to the monastery?
Well, just play it out and see what happens.
As we're on our
well,
way.
I'm asking as the group. Like,
Oh,
As-
sorry. I'm
right.
looking
As-
down at
as
the
we're
thing.
on
I'm
our way
thinking like.
out of
No, no,
town,
no.
we probably
Okay.
want to swing by the swinging sword and grab all of our belongings out of our room, since it'll probably be the last time we'll be staying here.
We
Oh,
usually take
Yeah,
our
we
stuff with
usually
us.
You're the only one who's been hiding
Everything?
bolts.
I've been hiding. I have an extra quiver of arrows in my room, so
It's
I'll
in the
just
car.
You
stop
can go
real
grab
quick.
it.
It's in the cart. You can do that while we grab the meat and
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so we're heading back to the keep
Grabbing
then.
that. Yep.
We did make a poster for the community board.
Well,
You were standing right by it. Go back and do it real quick. While me and Keth will go get meat and metal. You go put a thing up there.
Yeah,
or have somebody commission it and put it up.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Either way,
yeah, go talk to your girl at the inn. She'll do it.
we've talked too much.
Yep.
It's movement time.
Alright, then I guess I'll just grab pieces of other posters and just make it into one. It looks like something.
It's gonna be like an enigma riddle,
Yeah.
like a Riddler riddle.
Okay with that.
Do I need to roll for that?
No, hold on.
No, I'm
No.
giving you that one. In
Okay.
fact, you can have inspiration for that.
Yes!
Oh, I still have inspiration. I keep forgetting that.
Okay. As we're riding out of town, I'm gonna open up the little pouch that I stole off of his thing and give her the 100 gold back.
On top of that, you also find 75 silver and about 40 copper.
Okay.
You said 45 copper?
I was surprised he wasn't waiting for us with the pitchfork on the way out. Well, you no good son of a...
Oh, as,
didn't
as
know it
we're
was
rolling
me.
out, I'm giving them the whole story of what I did, how I fucked with them.
And then I pull out the money and hand it back to her.
Oh,
And we high five.
you want birds to take care of that?
Hey.
Speak with
you didn't
animals?
know I
Oh
was-
no, I was just fucking with a man.
Let's
wasn't there.
go.
Yeah, we're on our way up.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
as we're heading out, we could either go more west to the keep or north to the monastery. Which one are we doing?
I vote monastery.
Arena?
Supposed to do a monastery?
I don't care. My character does not care.
Well,
My character has no vote. My character goes where we're going.
Why don't you roll for it? If it's even, it's the keep. If it's odd, it's the monastery. And that's your opinion.
Even.
It's the keep.
It was
So
a
you're
2.
going for the keep.
That's what I think.
You
we
want
should
the
go.
monastery. You want
The keep.
the keep, and you want
Honestly, I want the monastery.
the
but that's
monastery.
gonna
So we have an even
Yeah.
tie here. So this
So
is how
let's
it's gonna
fate
roll.
decide.
This is how it's gonna work. I'm gonna roll for it. You guys are gonna go to the monastery.
Okay. Then that's the way
That's
we
all right
decide to
with you
head.
guys.
be- All right.
If you guys
So
wanna leave,
now
you
I'm
can.
heading.
Huh?
If you guys want to leave, you can once you get there. But that's the way we're headed.
We're heading that way.
Okay.
So we're heading.
North.
Straight north.
Yep.
Well,
To the
northwest.
north.
It's up there. Does anyone else able to drive so that I can
Yeah.
check out stuff in the back?
Oh,
AKA
yeah.
identify.
I'd like to be in the cart itself, not out.
Who's
in
got
open.
decent animal handling that could drive?
Is it gonna be
drive-
faster if we all ride in the cart?
Well,
together?
Yeah, I'd say
I assume that
the
it's like a
single
two-
cart you
two-seater.
can get. Yeah, it's a
there's
two-seater.
two people in
One
the back.
one person's gonna have to sit on the horse though.
That's a
Or
very
walk.
small court.
It's
like
a
that.
small cart.
Yeah,
It's,
that's
a,
fine.
it's
that gonna
intended for a single.
Is that gonna affect our speed at all? If we
You're gonna
walk
get
next-
there in a day versus 2.5 days.
If somebody
Okay,
rides
so
instead of
Cal drives.
Walks.
instead of
Because you have
walking.
the best
Yes.
sight too. You can see the furthest away.
No, I think he should be on the horse.
Oh, okay. Well, then put him on the horse. You drive, and we'll be in the back.
Yep.
This
I'll
is
talk
very
to the
small.
horse. What's up, horse? What's your name?
See,
What's your animal
biscuit.
handling? Chris?
6.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well then, I pop around back into the cart.
Mm-hmm.
Does
Same.
anybody else want me to look at their stuff?
Yeah, mine.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, they hand
Toss
it all
it
back to
back.
me, and
That's 40 minutes worth of examining.
Yeah.
okay.
And
We got a
who's-
day.
We have a full day. I also give you the +1 before I jump back there.
Did you though? Because I,
I can do it at any
did.
point.
Fuck. I thought it was at dawn.
No, it resets.
Anytime.
I have to do it any point of the day.
Fine.
But it resets
You
it
can
now.
have it.
I'll look it up to double check.
That's fine. All right. Also, for the sake of argument here, you three are down a spell slot.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Can so far.
Yeah.
I am too.
And then did you say you were gonna do speak with animals?
Yes, I can talk with the horse.
You're gonna do another spell slot for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 2 left.
Well then, in that case, I will let you successfully ride the horse without having to roll for it.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys make your way
Okay,
through.
buddy.
Hey, Seabiscuit, what's up? On the black cow.
It just neighed.
Yeah.
That's cute.
That was really well done.
Yeah, I can do it until the end of my next long rest.
Okay.
I can do it at any point when like during the day.
Okay.
So Maeve's
deal.
in the back checking all of our stuff, and I'm sitting there watching her.
Feed Seabiscuit a carrot.
Cute.
As she is doing this, I'm going to change my familiar.
Okay.
So many things going on right now.
Right.
Well, she's checking the stuff, so I'm going to change my familiar.
So how about I give everybody their stuff first?
Okay.
Is that what you want? Is that what you want to hear?
Yes.
Hey, Seabiscuit, let me know when you need to go to the bathroom.
All right. So who are you checking first?
None of those.
Mine.
You're looking at yours first.
Sure.
Okay. So you cast. You're ritual casting all this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 minutes each.
Okay.
Let's get
So-
that for them.
You find that this is an uncommon shield that would require attunement.
The other
to
one did
use.
not.
The other one did not.
Okay.
This one would.
I don't have anything magical that's attuned anyway, so.
It's a simple metal shield with the symbol of an open eye. While holding this shield, you have advantage on initiative checks and perception checks.
It's the whispering eye.
I get that reference.
Okay. That's it?
Hmm?
So as long as I'm holding, I have advantage on
As
initiative.
long as you have it equipped.
But attuned and equipped or
And
whatever.
it's
So I have advantage
But
on
that means you're going to have to get rid of your other shield.
and perception checks.
Yes.
Hmm.
Who else are you checking? You can make the decisions on your
Yeah,
own.
no,
You're in the
I'll just
card.
just
We're not
you-
talking
just
about
just
that.
go around. I'll
Mine.
do hers next.
You want to do Arena?
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Arena.
Write your stuff down.
You notice that this is also an uncommon vestment, which would require attunement as well. Aside from the description, you notice that the wearer of this armor. Make sure I read the right one too. There you go. While this armor is equipped, you may use an action to become invisible. to those who speak a similar language as them, or to those who have the same alignment as you for 1 hour. The item regains this use of effect at dawn.
But it's only to people.
That speak the same language as her.
Well,
Then
good
again,
thing
she
she
speaks
speaks
every
90 fucking languages. Yeah, exactly.
But
Okay.
nonetheless. Okay? Going around, we get to...
So as soon as she tells me what this is, I'm going to change while in the back of the cart.
So you're gonna have to lose your other vestment.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my studded leather in my.
You're gonna fold it up and put it
Yeah,
in your
put it in my
bag.
backpack. Yep.
I mean, we can keep it in the cart too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna put it in my room.
Keth,
Mm-hmm.
in time.
Whatever when we get
Find
there.
that the armor is designed and magically enhanced by an ancient warlike tribe. It would require attunement to wear, and you find hints of a once powerful sorcery spell that still lingers within it.
And that is.
While wearing this armor, you have +2 bonus to strength-based weapon damage rolls.
The pure bliss and happiness.
What was
Focus.
this? Advantage on strength rolls? Is that what it is?
+2 to damage on strength
Weapon
attacks.
rolls.
Strength-based weapon
Then guess
damage
what? I'm not
rolls.
giving you that +1 anymore.
I'll take it.
Yes, because it gives me a magic weapon. Not about the damage, that's more about the damage type. Because remember how I couldn't hit Jolly?
Yeah,
Because
but
it
if you have
was
a
magic.
if you have a magic.
So going around the table,
Armor, dude.
Yeah.
we get to our next one
It's armor.
Yay!
for the cowl.
That's me.
That's you. And we see that what you have
Whatever.
Oh,
in
it's
your
fine.
hands is a hooded face guard shaped like a skull with antlers
Uh-huh.
that you haven't torn off yet.
No, I have not.
Exactly. The wearer of this armor would require attunement, but the wearer gains double proficiency in animal handling and may cast Speak with Animals spell once per turn.
Per turn?
The- per day. The armor regains this effect at dawn. And you also have the ability to cast Hunter's Mark without the use of a spell slot. It regains the effect at dawn.
Jesus.
And if I were to look for this and beyond, what would it be called?
You wouldn't find it
Oh, okay.
because we don't own the rights to being able to have that. So, if you'd like to write it down at least, I can send you the list individually.
Yeah.
It would be called Infused Leather Vestments,
Eric,
but you won't find it in
Eric, do you
beyond.
ever go board and sword at all? Or no?
I would
do.
also like you to send me
Sometimes.
mine
I can.
eventually. I
Soul
didn't know
Garments
I mean,
of Shadow.
Would you want?
Soul Garments of Shadow.
I can keep it so that we both have one.
Well,
Yours is
like-
called Sentinel Shield.
And mine
Of course
is.
it is.
Barbarian Armor.
Is that plate armor? Or what kind of armor is that?
Hide.
It's hide.
Yep, it's hide.
What's attunement again? I don't know.
You just have to spend a short rest to wear it. So literally, you put it on, and like as we're driving, it'll hook to you.
Okay. I'm spending my hour to
Hold on,
change
guys.
my
You're going to be riding
familiar-
this horse and changing at the same time.
Well, I'm just
Change
saying,
my
like if you
familiar
did
to a
change
spider.
and just
Yeah.
sat on the horse, we've got an
Typical.
entire day. So, all right. So
Borrowing this.
As
I do
you
that.
make
I
your
announce
way-
it out, and I hand it to everybody.
As you make your way through into the desert, in the cart, you start to feel rumbles.
Ooh.
The ground beneath you starts to shake, which starts sending the carriage a little wobbly, and the horse seems to be a little startled and starts to kind of kick back and move forward a little bit faster.
It's okay, Seabiscuit. It's going to be okay.
You want to roll animal handling?
I will, since I get double on it now.
Yeah, you are double proficient.
All right. 20.
Okay, so you can
Decisions.
effectively calm down.
Seabiscuit.
See
As
this
it neighs
Quick
again.
question:
Are
what
you
do
doing
I
that?
have to do to make myself invisible while wearing?
You spend an
this?
action, and it lasts for 1 hour.
That
You
limits
said
my spell.
to use
I know.
your vestments that you just got. Yes, it costs an action.
Okay.
It lasts for 1 hour,
Okay.
and it can come back at dawn.
Okay.
So you can only use it once per day.
But would it give me advantage on all
What?
attack rolls if I'm doing that while we're in combat?
If you're invisible, if you're invisible, you have advantage on whatever it is you do. But
But as
you
soon
lose
as
your
you
invisibility.
make an attack or
It's gone.
like talk to somebody, it's gone.
Yeah.
no matter what kind of invisible it is.
Oh, I
Correct.
thought that the best one's because it lasts
doesn't-
an hour.
No, the spell is 1 hour duration. But if you do something during that hour that would cause it to break, it breaks. So you would have advantage on your next attack if you're invisible.
Mm-hmm.
But once you make
But then
your
I wouldn't
attack,
be
you lose
invisible.
invisibility.
Gotcha.
Because you just
Yeah, you don't keep it.
stab
Okay.
somebody.
You keep it for an hour if you don't do anything. Like if you use
So
it
I'm
to
just
like walk
walking
around
around.
and
Correct.
like
Gotcha.
sneak through things,
Okay.
open doors, this
Okay.
sort of thing. But yeah, once you enter combat, invisibility is
Okay,
gone.
just wanted the clarification. Thank you.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
So the cart begins to shake as the ground around you starts to, the sand starts to move and the rocks start to manipulate around you as these tunneling, almost tremors start going by you as you're moving in the cart.
Perception check.
Okay.
17.
Okay. You see the tremors go by and you have a very unsettling feeling about what's about to happen.
Okay.
Stand up on the horse, get arrow out.
Yep, I will.
Did we stop the cart?
Ready my sword.
He's the one who
Probably
stopped
should
the
have
cart.
asked with the cart. Is it an open back, hooded type thing? Is it like a covered
It's
wagon?
It's not covered by
Oh,
any
you just
means.
stripped him for the river one then.
Whatever.
Yes, you did. You absolutely did.
We're on the road.
I fell off the
don't care.
horse.
Trying to look back. Going,
Anime just nosebleed style, like. Alright, anyway.
No!
Nice.
I stand up. I grab my sword and shield. I just kind of keep watching.
he falls off
Okay.
the horse.
What the fuck is?
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
You guys stop.
I'll lock an arrow.
Okay. And
Pull the sword.
immediately, everybody roll perception.
Do I need to roll again?
Yes, because this is a different perception.
Gotcha.
19.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
8.
Okay.
9.
Wow.
I
Okay.
rolled a 2.
That's good.
You
So,
did too, didn't you?
I rolled a 3.
is that the
I at least rolled a 15.
That's very true. Is that going to be the placement for everybody?
Well, if they're doing it, it would be me and Rain in the back and the two of them at the front of. If this is
Yeah, so
whatever,
Cal
whatever.
was riding
where-
the horse.
Oh, that's right. And then me and
Yeah.
There we go. That's
pretty much
close.
that.
Yeah.
See this right here?
That's the cart.
This is our card.
Okay.
Okay. So then, nobody except Maeve, and Maeve sees it at the last minute. The tremor comes by the cart, and it's so close to the cart that it goes right up under the wheel, causing the cart to kind of come up and then start to creak, and then it starts to tip over, and everybody falls out who's inside of it. Who's in it? Everybody
Me
except
and
Rain
Rain
and
are
Cal.
in it, and
roll a dex saving throw.
well, I mean, it would tip the horse probably.
Yeah, I'm on the horse.
Well, the horse would just stutter stop, really.
Roll a dex saving throw.
All of us.
Everybody in the cart, yes.
I wouldn't have like
Would it
like
be
some kind of
acrobatics?
advantage on it
Can I use
because
my
I
No, this is a
acrobatics to like
dex
save
saving
myself?
throw.
either way.
Specifically
Well, because I
on
saw it coming.
16.
18.
I
You
fail.
saw it come last minute.
16.
16, what was it?
18.
18?
I fail.
What was yours?
I had a 6.
Oh, buddy, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
He's on the front of the cart.
Okay, so you two successfully roll out of it, but as it's falling, you both fall on top of Keth, causing him 2 points of damage.
We
Bludgeoning.
fall on top of it.
Oh, okay.
2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nope.
No what?
I'll take it.
Are you completely immune to bludgeoning?
I take anything. I take damage
Slashing,
from
piercing, or bludgeoning.
slashing, piercing, or
minus
bludgeoning.
30.
Take -3 to that.
To any damage, not just combat damage?
As long as I'm wearing heavy armor.
And you haven't changed into the new ones?
He's
Okay,
trying to
very
decide.
I don't think I forgot about the heavy armor master. I don't think I'm gonna use it.
All right, fair enough. The cart, as it's tipped over and everybody comes spilling out like a can of beans here, the cart detaches from the horse with a quick release, so Cowell is safe
Cal is-
upon the horse currently. And then as it comes billowing around, it comes protruding out of the ground as this giant cockroach starts to leer over with all its little legs. In fact, boom, just like that, it looks like it
Nice.
came right out of
Oh
that
god, it
glass.
is tremors.
Nope.
Elrena instantly gets grossed out. I hate cockroaches.
Roll initiative.
Fudge.
I'll talk about it afterwards.
That's fine.
All right. I was trying to decide if I could use his hide, but either way, you said roll initiative.
Correct. It wouldn't fit you. We'll talk about it later.
16.
16?
Tell me.
What's your initiative?
12.
Anyone else?
8.
Okay.
23.
Damn,
It's
son.
not that funny.
No, it's just funny because usually we're all so excited when it comes to initiative time, and we all did not want to tell him what our initiative was.
Josh, you and I both have 16. I'm going before you.
Okay.
Just so you know.
No worries.
Alright.
But
Kyle.
he gets first attack.
While
on the horse.
Let's see your 8,000 attacks.
Right.
I was gonna say first attack.
Yeah, he's got like 3.
Well,
Hunter's
he gets a
Mark.
third.
Is that your free one or is that a spell slot?
I haven't put it on.
Okay, so it's a spell slot?
Yeah, because I'm not gonna be riding a horse and
Oh, Raina did.
Yeah, well, she's comfortable in the back.
Maeve stood there with like her giant
Yes,
eye
she
and
is.
like held it, like covered.
Perception 17.
You can't see through me.
Section 317.
Right.
Cal just sensed Arena's clothes falling off.
I feel a change in the wind.
My spider sense is tingling.
Like Cal said, sting like. Alright,
It's
so
like
yeah.
a million juvenile boys just screamed at it once.
Yay!
Anyway.
Alright, first attack against the cockroach.
Yes.
20.
Yes.
11 damage
With a bow?
with the
Bow and arrow? With a bow and arrow?
Piercing.
Is that what you're doing? Piercing?
Yep.
Does it have to be piercing?
Yes.
Alright, we'll do piercing.
That's what it says there. Piercing.
Alright. That's your first?
Yep.
Go through it.
Second.
Question while he's doing that. If we fell off, would we be over on this side?
South.
This side?
Towards me.
Towards you? So Kev's over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We're all over
And
there.
we've got the cart between us.
Yep. Yes, the card is between you and the
Cool.
thing. And it's
16.
pointing up on its side. 16 hits.
We're kind of hiding.
11 damage again.
Jesus. Okay.
And I add this. $25.
Yeah.
12. 16 damage.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so as the cart falls over, everybody kind of spills out, and the horse just kind of gets up on its hind legs and does a nice little neigh as you calm it down, and then you kind of turn the horse around, and as you see the giant cockroach come out of the ground, you kind of immediately let 3 arrows rip immediately. Boom, 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 all 3 spots of its torso, kind of like a snowman's buttons.
Yeah.
All 3 just down the line, and it kind of lets out a very high-pitched screech as it kind of like wibbles and wobbles in the air,
Cover
and then
some
it kind of
biscuits'
comes
ears.
back down.
Oh, Raina thinks in her head, nice grouping.
Black House, they get. Oh, Marina appreciates the group.
Okay. Jesus God. So he's going to, as you've all kind of fallen out of it, including you, he's gonna pile into the ground slightly and come around to the other side of you guys. What's the movement here?
Which
These
side?
are each
This side or
5-foot
this side?
spots.
He was here.
He was
Should
right
be
there.
5, 10,
He's gonna
15,
go
20.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, right here in front of you.
Damn.
He's going
But he's-
underground.
Yeah, he's going underground and he's swiftly moving. Oh, I actually have 5 more feet if I wanted. But we're fine. So he comes popping up, and then he's going to let out a nice big hiss as he starts spitting this green shit all over the area in front of you guys.
Good.
You knew that was
So
coming.
much for having a
30 foot hits all 3 of you guys, all 4 of you guys.
Just poison?
Everybody, each creature in the line needs to make a dex saving throw. Of course.
I need to see something real quick.
What's your saving throw, guys?
Oh, god damn it.
70.
23.
Okay.
I had a 12.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
You didn't answer my question. Is this
What?
poison?
No, it's not.
Okay. Then I need to roll.
Okay.
Yes.
It is.
You said what, dex?
Dex saving
20
throw.
total.
Okay. So then you're fine and you're fine. Kyle and Maeve are fine, but You two get a little bit of acid on you as it comes spilling through the air.
Do we have a war horse or a riding horse?
Riding horse.
Alright, should probably roll for the horse too.
It's definitely hitting the horse. If you want to roll for it, that's fine.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would do it.
I'll roll.
Okay, saving throw.
The horse! I can always heal the horse.
11.
Nope.
Doesn't have any plus.
Nope. Okay. So it's actually going to take 3d6 damage here. This is acidic. 12 damage to Keth. 8 damage to Arena. 14 damage to the horse.
Horse is dead.
Horse is dead.
Fuck.
I can revive it.
That's true.
Good, because I'm carrying this fucking
Up next
card.
is Maeve.
We're gonna be in the tank.
Oh, I resisted everything.
No, I'm not carrying the cart.
Was my deck save?
You saved it, yeah. Your deck save is good.
So no damage. I didn't know if it was half or no damage or whatnot.
Oh, thanks for saying that. You do take half damage. You shouldn't have said anything.
What? What?
If you
Or half
succeeded,
as much on a successful one.
yeah. So I take
So
half
yeah,
of
you
whatever.
are going to take some damage. You shouldn't have said anything. 10, 11, 12, you take 6.
Are you rolling each attack?
Yeah, for each person.
Okay.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5.
You're up, man.
It's fine.
You're up.
Okay. I don't like this thing. So I'm going to cast. Actually, how far am I? These are 5 foot squares.
5 foot squares.
I can't get to it. We'll do Toll the Dead and make a Wisdom save.
Okay.
15.
12.
Cool. Take 12 damage.
Woof.
Rolled max on that. And then as a bonus, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon. And
Where are you placing it?
right on its goddamn head.
Cool. And that's a what, 20 or 10 foot radius?
It is 60 feet range, but I can move it 20 feet each time.
What's the radius of it, though? Oh, no, it's just
It's
on
an
the 5
item.
on
It's
it.
an
Got
item.
it.
Item.
Okay,
Like
okay.
it's just a floating
It's not the guardians, it's
warhammer.
around him.
Yeah, it's not the
Yeah.
one that fucked you
I
last
remember
time.
what it is now. God damn it.
That would be a 23 to hit,
Yes, that is.
8 damage.
Okay.
It's in my turn.
Keth, what are you doing?
I mean, I'll move to
Where?
around to there.
Because it's up on.
Would I be? Yeah, it's right
It's
up on
Cal.
Cal.
Wait, I'm sorry. You're not up. Erica's up.
Oh, it is me.
Oh,
Correct.
Sorry.
move me back.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna pull out my wand of magic missiles.
Ooh.
Whoa, I'm going hard.
And I'm gonna
Alright, done.
use
Yes,
That spiritual weapon is force damage.
Force. Okay, that'll help later.
I'm gonna use
Just because you were making the point about piercing.
I'll use 3 charges. Brings me back down, brings me to 4.
Okay.
And fire them right at it.
Alright. So 3 missiles.
Firing it at something else.
3 missiles is 1 plus 2. I'm
You said
doing-
3 charges?
Yes, 3 charges.
5
That's
total.
5
3,
missiles.
5. Yep. Fuck.
Okay. 14 damage. Yeah.
Okay. So the 5 mystical daggers start shooting up in front of you, all within like a rainbow effect, and they all kind of spin momentarily, and then they all point, homing in on it as they all go individually into it. And as each one of them passes through its body, it started kind of leans backwards with a nice little roar and slinks back into the ground.
Okay.
And then, coming in from the sides, we have a giant scorpion that wants to join the battle.
Is it allowed to though?
Yes, he actually has his own initiative.
Oh well, fine.
Where does he fall in then, if you don't mind me asking?
Before me.
Keth.
Just right there? Okay. I'm
Yeah,
just putting
after
it.
Arena.
I'm just marking it in.
Alright, so as he comes running in, it looks like Maeve is the first person that he's running up on, and he's gonna do a claw attack against you. Well, as he walks in, actually, bless you.
Thank you.
He's gonna come up to right here, and he can actually hit the two of you guys, Maeve and Keth.
Okay.
So he's gonna go after Maeve with an attack, but does not land it at all. 7.
Cool.
And then goes after.
Safe by 12.
Right, and then goes after Keth with a 13. No, didn't think so.
If you had that hide, it would have hit you.
If only. Okay,
14.
Keth, you're up.
I have a +2 to my
Oh, my
dex.
bad.
Alright, I'm gonna come around him.
You're gonna have to. That's kind of terrain because you're in somewhat of a valley area.
Oh, that
so
is a valley?
You can't get behind him unless you want to crawl up that. In which case, you're gonna lose your speed, and you're gonna have to do a dex save to get across it safely. Otherwise, you can't get through him.
Can you go through the cart? Remember, the cart's on its
Can
side.
can I go over the cart?
You can do an acrobatics to get over the cart, and it would probably work.
30, that give me there. Yeah, sure.
Alright, roll athletics.
Hop over the cart. That is 21.
Yeah, so you just kind of like hurdle over that thing. And then kind of sweep your way around the back side of it, flanking with advantage.
Well, she moved me. I'm supposed to be here. I was on that
Yep,
square,
then that'll
so-
work.
Yeah, you still have advantage.
Alright, I will take my spot for +10 to damage. First swing. That is 25.
25 hits.
Uh, 23 damage is magical. Second swing. Do the same thing.
Am I the only one that caught that? K.
20 to hit.
Yes.
And that is 24 damage.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So you sprint right over and kind of you gallop over the wooden cart and make your way around the back. And as you do, you come sweeping in. And when you going for its legs, or you kind of sticking it right in the tail.
Oh, I'll try and get rid of that tail because of fucking scorpion.
Alright, so you start slashing away at the tail, but unfortunately it's still held on pretty well, but you do a couple of pretty serious points of damage.
Okay.
Kyle, what are you doing?
Do I have to stand up since I'm on top of a horse that just died?
Well, you're not prone, but you're definitely alongside of it, so it wouldn't really cost you anything to...
Alright, I'll move there.
Okay.
In the rocks.
Yep.
You're
And
finding rocks.
move the hunter's mark to the scorpion.
Hunter's Mark from... You didn't Hunter's Mark the first one, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I
He did, but don't you...
You Hunter's Mark the thing?
Yeah.
Cockroach, yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, then yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I thought, doesn't it have to die for that? I'm like
It-
thinking of something else.
It did.
Yeah, it is dead.
Yeah, it died.
Oh, we killed it? I thought you said it just went underground.
That's how it died.
Oh.
Oh, I just thought it like escaped and was gonna pop back up. Never mind.
13.
13 does not hit.
Yeah, after the
Try number
two.
That's
Yeah, I don't like it. 25.
25 does.
except that damage.
6 damage.
But-
Piercing.
Okay. That's fair.
And that's my turn.
Alright. And then, up next, a couple of more tremors start coming into the area, and you can see them coming your way, and then out from the sand pops 2 of those giant fuckers.
These guys are done.
Boom and boom. Maeve, you're up.
Okay. Those, how far was it? 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15.
Remember, they're 2x2 squares.
These are 10 or 5 foot squares?
There's a 5-foot squares.
But the creatures are 2x2s. So they really occupy like.
So they're
Four
within
square.
15 feet of me at
Yes.
this moment right
Oh,
now.
yes.
Okay. Well then, we're gonna have some fun, and we're gonna cast Spirit Guardians. Your favorite thing. You kept bringing them in.
Look at that eye roll. You just can't even.
They haven't entered. I have to wait for them to. No, they entered it when I created. So yeah, all 3 of those creatures need to make Wisdom saves of 15.
All right, so you're creating it and you're placing it where?
It's
around
It's
you.
around. It's
It's
15.
It emanates from
Yeah,
you,
it
and
emanates
you have to do something else with that too. Otherwise, it affects.
Nope. Spiritual weapon is not a concentration. It's just there.
He means the spiritual guardians affecting us.
No, I choose who it affects.
Yeah, you need to say that. Otherwise,
Okay.
I'm gonna start
All right.
everybody.
Well then, no one in my party is affected by
I
the
need you to
spirit
specifically
guardians.
point them out going forward with as powerful as your fucking spell is, because I'm gonna start trying to call them out if you.
All right, fair enough. No one in my party is affected. Not even the dead horse, because you know,
Seabiscuit.
Seabiscuit's true to my heart.
Good.
And I'm gonna force these fuckers to make a wisdom save. It's gonna be 15. They have to succeed 15.
11, 7, 4.
So no and no and no.
No.
All right, so not great. 7 damage for each of them.
Okay.
As my bonus action, I'm going to move my spiritual weapon up here to the scorpion and take a shot at him.
Okay.
And I miss badly.
Damn.
Well, yeah, no, now he's not gonna hit.
Really?
So that
Yeah.
that ends my turn.
Okay. The scorpion.
It's a rain and then the scorpion, I believe.
Yes, it's a Arena and the scorpion.
Okay. So
It's a creepy laugh. I'm scared.
technically the
Me too.
scorpion is engaged with Maeve
Yep.
and being
Yes.
flanked by Ket, so I have advantage, right? Sneak attack? Yes.
You'd have sneak attack anyways, being where you're at. But
Okay.
yes.
Alright, so I'm gonna yell out to Maeve, stand up straight.
I mean,
And I'm gonna use her shield
oh, we're doing this.
to jump over her.
So I
And
just gotta plop it on my head like this.
well, actually, okay. So first of all, I'm sorry.
Roll athletics. Acrobatics.
I know. Hold on.
Let's see if you do it.
As I do this, I want to do one more thing first.
for it.
Bonus
Go,
action.
go,
I'm
go.
gonna cast Hex on the scorpion. So, no.
Pick its disadvantage. You always
Oh,
forget
that's
to do
right.
that.
So wisdom. It has disadvantage on wisdom checks now.
Okay.
Saves, I
and-
believe, not checks, but either way.
Or whatever. Saves. So then I'm going to say Maeve, stand up straight, and I'll roll my acrobatics check.
Pop my shield over my head like this.
And that was really bad. A 12. Come on.
Okay.
We're gonna see what happens.
Okay. 12. And
What are you
I'm
trying
going.
to do,
Going to ignite my rapier in green flame blade and jump over her. Her
You're
4
trying
foot.
to like step on
I'm
my
basically
shoulder
going to
and
use
jump
your
up and
shield
like
to
slash
jump
down.
over you
And like slash down on
and
it.
slash down on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's see what happens.
I think we should make this more elaborate.
Hey, you know
Go,
what?
go,
this is
go.
fun. No,
I
this
know,
is
I
like
know.
That's what my character would do.
this is some shit that would
Go for
I
happen.
don't want to attack that
Go for
nasty
it.
bug thing. Okay. So,
So you attack the other nasty bug then?
16 hit.
16 would hit.
Okay.
So she succeeds on that athletics?
So I
Go
succeed.
through everything and I'll
Okay, so
sell it out.
sneak attack are these 3, hex, and then my rapier damage.
Yep.
So 8, 9, 16 damage. And the hex would be 3 damage, and that's necrotic.
Okay. So
And then the green flame will hop onto this guy.
It's gotta be within 5, right?
yeah.
Oh, well, he's not 5. Never mind.
Yeah.
Nope. Nice try though. Okay, so oh Jesus God. So Maeve prepares the shield for you to vault off of,
Do you want me to do
and
a strength
as
check?
you're running up, you don't need to for this.
Okay.
As you're running up, you hop on the shield and you go to vault up, but the synchronization is off to the fact where you're not actually lifted off of the shield, and instead you're just kind of propelled forward off of it as if you're slipping, and in your roll you land on top of the scorpion itself. So as you're standing on top of it, you use your sword to try and gain your stability, and you stab it right into the top of the head, and with it lets out a nice big squeal, and it starts clipping its pincers, and it falls onto its butt, and its tail just kind of flips over backwards.
Okay.
It's dead.
Yay!
Okay.
Well done.
And then I'll roll off of it. Disengage off of the dead scorpion.
I'll take him out of there then.
Do you have to? Is it a bonus action to move your hex?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you have to.
I have to do it my next turn.
Alright.
Okay, so our guy that's now in front of Keth is going to give him a little bit of fuzzily dozzly do. That's a
You
word.
can buy me
shut
dinner
up.
first?
Yes, he is.
Oh, then
And by
alright.
dinner, he's
they-
going to
Are they taking
try and
over the,
bite you.
No.
Are they taking over the
That's a
scorpion's
weird dinner.
initiative?
No, they're
The same then?
Oh shit, you're right. I'm sorry. Yeah. You're up, Keth.
Oh, so then I'm gonna take him.
Sorry.
When they came in, no, you're fine. I'm trying to use these pads now, and
Gotcha.
that was my old one.
Sorry.
Yep, no, you're good.
I'll take a swing at the one right in front of
Just
me.
wanted to make sure. 'Cause-
Yeah, no, you're fine.
21.
21 hits.
Uh, 10 damage on the first swing.
Grab.
Second swing. 16.
Hits.
Uh, 11 damage on the second one.
Okay.
And then I will
Nice little 1-2 swing.
reposition myself here.
You're staying within the confines of his
Yes.
squares?
Yes.
Okay. So you're just gonna try and get to the
Yep.
flank of him? Okay. Do an athletics on that.
Okay.
To see how swiftly you can get around him after he's flailing about.
27.
Okay, so you can do it. You can do that swiftly. Cal, what you doing?
I'm gonna reposition myself over here.
Okay.
Run away! While
Yeah.
shooting.
Hunter's mark onto that one.
Yep.
And let's go. 17,
Yeah, that hits.
13 damage.
Wolf.
$16,
16 hits.
15 damage.
Okay.
Is that it, Cup? Or I mean,
Yeah, that.
Okay, I imagine that it's a couple of arrows being flung around the
Oh, yeah.
outside of the cart that's kind of tipped over. Okay, so our main one that you guys are all trying to hit at is going to swing around and go after Keth, who's trying to hang out behind
it
it
needs to make a wisdom
This guy?
save first.
on its turn.
Yep.
12.
10 damage.
Okay. So it's going to try and come around and bite you for 23.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's gonna do 11 damage to you.
Okay.
Plus 3. I'm sorry. Plus 1. Plus 4 acidic damage.
So 15 total before it's acidic. Or is that 11 total before it's acidic?
Before acidic. The 3 acidic came in after.
Okay.
Separate from what I just said.
Yep.
And you're also going to have to roll. No, you were grappled too. Yeah.
I don't get to make a save against that?
No, you're gonna have to save on your turn
Okay.
because that's part of the bite apparently. So yeah, as it comes swooping around, it comes over and
Trust
it
me.
grabs a hold of you.
I know how it works.
Like if you're standing right here, it's gonna like grab a hold of you and start biting at you. So yes, you are grappled at this.
Sounds good.
It's like those drakes with me.
And then our other guy is gonna try and do an acid spray. You do.
You roll first.
It's not gonna kill him, but 14. No what?
Doesn't save.
Okay.
Ooh, Jesus Christ. 19.
Damn.
Nice.
I thought he was gonna get like 40 the way you're.
It feels like 40.
That's what I mean.
Damn. Okay, so within this cone, he's going to try and spit out his little acid spray. However, you're kind of under the confines of this, the cart being right there. So if you do a dex saving throw, you may be able to avoid it entirely.
Natural 20.
Then you can avoid it entirely. However, Arena is going to...
Wait, this one's spraying?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm way
It's
over
a
here. I
cone,
just want to
It's
know.
a cone.
Okay, fine. How
Yeah.
far does the cone go?
Far enough.
To you.
30 feet,
That's a big ass fucking.
and those are 5-foot squares.
Okay.
So yeah, it's going to slide.
What do I have to do?
You make a dex saving throw.
Which means you probably take half.
15.
15 succeeds. You take 6 points of damage.
Oh, 16.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm at 30.
Maeve, what are you doing?
Okay. Since nothing hit me, it's now my turn. I'm going to sneeze.
Mm-hmm. Sure am. Bless you.
Look there.
Excuse me. Toll the dead of the one that's got Keth. Wisdom save.
7.
No. Where did it go? 8 damage. And then I will move 5. Bonus action moving my spiritual weapon up to the same one and maybe attack with that.
Mm-hmm.
15.
15 to attack?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yay. I thought that would be 5 damage.
With your
turn's
spiritual weapon?
Yeah, force damage.
Alright, so the spiritual weapon comes flinging around and it just it goes swooping across the sand, leaving a little trail of air as it cuts through, and it pierces right into the side of the belly of this thing, and it starts to squeal, and it falls limp to the side, releasing its clutches on Keth as it
I'm
falls
okay
dead.
with that.
Are you prone or just down?
Arena.
Okay, I'm gonna move the hex from the scorpion to the last remaining cockroach, and his will be his disadvantage will be on wisdom saves.
Okay.
Of
course.
I can close that. So yeah, I'm gonna
Do some shit. And he's gonna backflip, kick it in the nuts.
It's bug nuts.
Yep, bug nuts.
Yes. Yes.
No, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna run up on it and attack it with my rapier. It's not I
Yeah,
don't
no
have
one's within
advantage or
5.
anything, so.
You don't have advantage, nobody's near
No
it, so you don't
sneak
get
attack,
sneak
no
attack.
nothing.
Nope.
Just
She just
base.
wants to fuck it up.
Yeah.
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
Math 15.
15 hits.
Okay. So you're gonna take 6 and then 2 necrotic. So 8. And then I'm gonna disengage and roll over to the side of him.
Oh,
So
so
I'm
you're-
not in front of him.
Oh,
I'm
you
off
didn't
to the side,
disengage.
I'm on the
You just moved
You don't,
I
you don't
moved.
have to disengage.
Roll
yeah.
athletics.
for the cart.
Yeah, because the cart's in the way.
Can I
You
just-
can't move through it, so the only way to
Okay,
get
can
to
I
where
just
you're
jump
at.
over it?
That's
That'd be an
That's what you're
Yeah.
doing
Wait.
athletics for.
Why not acrobatics?
Well, if you want to do it fancy, you can do acrobatics.
Okay, I want to do it fancy.
Then do it fancy.
She's always gonna want to do it fancy.
Always.
That's fair.
13.
That's fancy.
Yes, you
Use the hazard
successfully
slide.
lop over it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to do everything fancy.
Keth, what are you doing?
Flanking, I'm guessing.
Oh, look at that. You got the flank. So you have advantage.
I do.
Yeah.
We take a -5.
Okay. You guys haven't done that in a while.
Crit
mode
dangerous. Crit mode
dangerous.
Save on that hit.
You gotta be a hit.
Oh, goody goody. So excited right now.
You can tell.
Tony's not.
Tony's not excited.
That's 25 damage on the first swing. Take my second swing.
Look at the face.
So close.
You roll an 18.
10 damage on the next swing, and then my swing for a bonus action. Oh no, wait, I forgot to add my minus 10 to both of those. Sorry.
Too bad.
Okay, well, 20 on this.
Wait, it would have been
one.
35.
You're
on
killing
the
it.
first
It
one?
would have been 35.
You're killing it.
And then the last swing,
Because you hit a crit, right?
because I had a crit. That is 15.
Hit.
22.
3 swings or 2 swings? 3 swings.
Three
So you
swings.
come over and you reverse Zorro him. Not from the top, no, but from the bottom. And as you do your 3 swipes, it kind of opens itself up and the innards start to slip out as it screams and its little legs start flailing all over the place and then it falls flat on its belly. You've killed it.
Thanks.
Well done.
Now Raina
Are we
is
clear?
instantly grossed out and moves away.
Curious, I have some empty vials on me. Can I attempt to see if I can like maybe gather up some of that acid?
I'm gonna roll to get my arrows.
What would you like
Okay.
me to roll for that, sir? Nature.
Medicine.
Oh, I would definitely do medicine. 13.
Yeah, you can successfully scoop up some acid. Very carefully.
Just like 1 vial's worth.
1 vial's worth? Sure.
You tell me I was.
It'll take you about 10 minutes to do it, though.
That's fine.
Because you have to be careful
Yeah.
with it. It's acid.
Sure. But 1 vial's worth?
1 vial's worth of
I'll
acid.
take it.
You successfully grab your...
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay.
And I start mourning the loss of Seabiscuit.
It's not dead yet. I can revive the horse.
Get on it.
Because, I mean, I assume we're not going to pull the cart.
Well,
It is going to cost
No.
me, I believe.
come on!
I think that's a
Get
3rd level.
on!
Hey, Kath, why don't you flip the car back over?
It's going to cost me 300 gold, though, to revive the horse.
I'll give you 150.
Okay. I'll flip the cart.
Do a strength check.
That would be 21.
Before I do
One-handed.
this, is there anything worth looking on these creatures for?
I mean, you can do an
Exoskeleton?
investigation on them if you... Or a perception on them if you want.
Oh,
15. Every time you've asked for perception, I've done a 15.
27.
You notice that they are giant bugs.
Touche.
And they
What's the
smell. They smell very bad from recently starting to decay.
Okay. So we're cool with me raising the horse and everything.
Yes.
What is that? Ow, shit.
Yeah, or else we're not getting this cart back.
Well, I don't think the guy's getting the cart back anyway. He was a dick.
He's totally not getting the cart back. That's our cart.
When we come back, he's gonna have a file for bankruptcy.
Has it missed?
Sign up.
Does the horse missing any body parts out of curiosity, or just burped?
It's intact.
Okay. Cool. Well then, just takes 1 touch, 1 action. I need to mark off that spell.
The side of it, though, is kind of...
I'm gonna heal it. It comes back with
Damaged.
only 1 hit point, and then I'm gonna cure wounds.
Okay, that's fine.
How many
Yeah,
hit points?
magical healing.
How much?
It'll come back. It's
How many,
just acid.
how many hit points did it have?
13.
All right, I'm just going to do.
I will give Maeve 50 gold towards the raising of the horse, too. Cool.
I'm going to do cure wounds level 1 for that.
Okay.
9 hit points it has. I assume I just kind of smooth it over.
Gross. Phrasing.
All right,
I'm a dirty
I'm
mind.
just trying to make it healthy enough to be
Yeah.
able to pull us. So.
I know exactly what you're doing.
All right, cool. Well,
I'll
then,
give it another carry.
all right, so you guys each gave me 200, so it only cost me 100.
I'm gonna use my second wind as a bonus action.
Hell yeah.
All right,
All right,
you all
onwards to the-
situated?
Yep.
Everyone cool?
Yep. I'll get back on the horse.
I can drive now that I'm not identifying. I can. If Kev wants a break,
No, I'm good.
driving anyway.
Oh,
You can ride the horse. I
I'll
can go.
be in-
I can be in the back of the cart. It's fine.
Actually, it's probably better if I ride the horse. Then I'm going to
Extra
wait.
tiny
Yeah.
I'm on the horse.
All right. I'm in the back of the cart.
with me.
Fantastic.
Then let's go.
I'm putting earplugs in. I just don't want to hear
She's
anything.
got cotton.
I'm ripping off clothing and jamming it in my ears.
I talk to animals, get birds to check out the cart. You'll listen to everything.
Don't start this.
Oh, I'm not.
Okay, we're heading back towards
Heading towards
the
the monastery.
So, You successfully flip over the carriage and you reattach the now risen
harness.
horse that seems to be. As if
We're now
nothing ever
naming the
happened.
horse Jesus.
It's no longer sea biscuit.
Why? Let's name it Lazarus.
Ooh.
Why don't we go to name it Razor Gone?
I like Lazarus. Deal with Lazarus.
Anyway. Go ahead, you
Lazzy.
answer.
Yes,
You
go.
gather back inside the carriage and you continue on your way. And the ground seems to be leveled off now after all the tremors.
Fire an arrow into the ground.
PTSD.
To fuck with Kyle, I make the earth shake a little off to like his right.
Roll a perception.
10.
So you kind of see it, and you're just kind of like hesitant about it. And you're just kind of staring, and you're staring. It's kind of got your focus, but you're not really believing it. But it's got your focus.
Yes.
Trying to talk to her, but at the same time, like, stupid ground.
That was my plan all along. Distract him for the trip.
So
Give it stink eye.
we're very late afternoon, early evening-ish. Not quite at the twilight zone.
To the Twilight Zone. No.
This is
No,
how I
that's fine.
feel.
Um,
No, I got you, girl.
So are we gonna stop and take a rest?
Well, he hasn't finished talking. We started singing in between.
Okay, sorry.
I was waiting for everybody to finish
Lyric moment.
their songs. As the sun is going down, you start to see over the horizon a rooftop of a very large building that seems quite familiar, the red roof of the monastery. And as you start making your way up the hill and over, you see the building starts to grow and grow, except it starts to look a little bit different than it did before. Since the last time you've been here, it seems as though the entire front of it is now damaged. It seems as though there's fires reeking from the corners. The entire front of the monastery, from what you've known with its elegant design, is now completely shattered in. You can now see the first 3 rooms clear as day as the falling sun starts to light these rooms. You can see rubble and a lot of chaos and dead bodies laying within the rubble as you approach.
What in the world just happened here?
This place looks like it's been attacked. Someone didn't like it.
Let's go figure out what's going on.
Should we rush in? It is twilight now. Should we rest and check it out in the morning?
How far away are we?
You guys are approaching, and say you're about 50 feet out from the front door.
Oh, well then no.
Then let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Fuck. Okay.
Okay, so as you
I didn't
make your
expect us
way,
being 50 feet away from it.
yep. So
Here
I
we
mean,
are.
knowing where you're now, if you want to turn back, you can. But as you go forward,
We're not chickens.
right, as you make your way forward, closer and closer to the monastery, you peer over to your right-hand side and roll perception.
All of us?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Sorry.
You're
didn't-
welcome.
You didn't specify.
26.
16.
17.
17.
All right. As you all approach, Keth notices over in the corner to the right-hand side of the shambled mess, and he sees a man kind of hunched over on the rubble, and he's just kind of like looking at books as he sits sort of Indian style on all the rubble, just kind of mumbling to himself.
Can I hear what he's saying? At all?
Perception.
18.
You can't make anything out. You can just hear him mumbling.
Where is he?
He's on the right-hand side of the main entrance.
Okay.
So if anything, he'd be
Yep.
right about here.
Okay.
Can I tell? Is it just a human?
You roll perception.
Yeah. Nope. Probably 12.
You can tell it's a humanoid.
Okay.
14.
You can tell it's a humanoid.
All right.
You can tell it's a
So
you
we're-
can
so we're-
probably tell that
I
there's
can-
something there.
I can tell that it's a man.
So we're
Hunched over.
50 feet out.
As you're narrowing in,
Mm-hmm. Closing in.
yeah,
I'm gonna
you're
call
in
out.
transit.
Okay.
I'm gonna
as-
call out as we're approaching. Hi. What's going on? What happened here?
No response.
Like, doesn't sees me and doesn't respond, or just doesn't even look up?
No response.
Oh,
Back is still facing you as
How
he's
far?
looking into his stuff.
How far?
How far are we now?
I mean, you're within that 50 gap as you're approaching, so you tell me if you want to be up on it.
Well,
Let's be up on it.
let's
You're
put
within a
it on
50
it.
I don't want to
range.
walk right up on him yet.
Hold on,
I want to try and
hold
get
on.
attention.
Is
first.
there somewhere to tie up the horse? Like a tree, something?
You could find it. You could find a tree, probably about 80 feet away from it. So behind
From the monastery?
you. Yeah.
Let's do that, and then let's make our approach.
Okay. Sounds
Okay.
fair.
So we've tied up the horse and now we're walking up and
Yep,
now I've
and
yelled.
we'll walk
he doesn't-
up.
Okay. So
At the ready.
The time that it's taking you to now double back, tie up the horse, and then make your way back to where you currently were. It's now becoming dusk.
Okay.
Okay.
Fire is still burning in the left-hand side. It seems to be a still flame, but our man is still there. I mean, time-wise, it only took like maybe 20-25 minutes for you to
You're right.
Okay.
All right, let's
walk like
approach.
30 feet and strap a horse.
Okay.
We'll walk up that way.
Walk up to
Yeah.
it.
Walk up to the front door.
To the
Yeah.
guy.
To the all of you
I'm
walking to the
gonna
door.
use my mage hand when we're 30 feet out and tap the guy on the shoulder and make him want to turn around.
All right, roll a sleight of hand then.
23.
Okay, so you can create a little ghostly hand that it can appear behind him and just kind of like put your hand on his shoulder, and in doing so, he kind of gets a little startled as he's looking through his stuff, and he turns around and he sees you guys, and at this point you realize that you're in Harbrook's presence.
That's the constable.
So it didn't recognize a dwarvish person yelling his name or yelling at him.
You might not heard. I'll
Nope.
hurry
Interesting that
up. Hurry up
he's
that way.
Yeah, I'll run up.
Here.
What are you all doing here?
What are you doing here?
We came looking for you.
Looking
Kev,
for me.
Keith told us about you.
Oh, him.
How long have you been out here?
About a day now.
What happened?
I'm not sure. But clearly, nothing good.
Are there any survivors?
None that I've found, but I haven't spent a whole lot of time here. I've mostly been examining the area, kind of reading these books.
What do they say? Not much, huh?
Roll history.
11. 12. Just kidding.
Okay. As he starts looking through the papers, he's like, it seems to be the same old shit. But I tell you what. He slams the book down and he looks up at you guys and goes, despite what that little son of a bitch at my station thinks, I was right.
Yeah.
About?
Well, this spot here, these are the cultists that were trying to take over my town. I promise you that. Looking at all these readings here, they're trying to perform some type of ritual here to bring up the end of the world, would be my guess.
Mind if I take a look at those?
You can look at them, do a perception and a history
Well,
separately.
I was going to end up asking if I could have that, but
Well, I mean, you can look at it and then, knowing what you know, you can ask if you want to have it.
perception 17,
Okay, and then your history.
11.
Okay. So as you kind of
You've been scared.
you walk up to Harbrook and you kind of look at all the stuff because he's not holding anything anymore. He slammed the book down. And you kind of look down.
Yeah, well
at
then I just squat and read it. I ignore them.
Right. So you look at the books down below and you kind of pass through the papers, and your history doesn't tell you that you know a whole lot about what's going on with it, but you start seeing these writings and he starts to clarify, like, yeah, they're I'm still trying to figure this out, but what it appears to be is these guys here in this place, they're trying to do some sort of ritual. Some Medusa looking guy is trying to summon this giant rock monster. From what I'm reading, he starts looking through the book and starts flipping through the pages. He's like, here, right here. And he shows a picture to everybody of this.
Do I recognize it from my dream?
Roll a perception.
Can we see the picture?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I would recognize it from my dream. It's not my perception. Somebody
Yeah, if he's
recognized
showing
it.
all of us the
5.
book, that's what I meant.
Well,
Being
I'm
intelligent.
the one who's seen them in my dream.
No, I didn't mean that.
Yeah,
I just
and you
meant,
don't
can we see the
recognize the
picture
image
of
that
what
you see.
he's talking about?
Yeah, you don't recognize it. This is what he shows you.
Oh, okay.
The image of this guy. But it's not like derivative of what I'm showing you. It's like some sort of artist's rendition. of what somebody would believe it looks like. From what I can tell, it's some 50-foot colossus made of rock and earth and rubble. It's got a name here. They call it Ogreymok. Something like that. Apparently, it's been prophesized that if it's summoned, it's going to destroy the world. All I know is that this spot right here was exactly what I was thinking. This is the cult that's trying to do something.
Well, we found your little spy.
My spy.
The spy that you told us about to ask about in town.
You found him.
Yeah, he's locked up in your jail, being watched by your guard.
You're welcome.
Who do I have to thank for that?
This guy.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're
I
welcome.
really appreciate that. What did you guys find out about the water stuff?
Tell them everything, and I think they're doing the same thing. They're trying to summon their own version of the apocalypse.
You guys took over the keep.
Hey, it's ours.
That is absolutely impressive. Wow. So they're gone. No more.
The underlings are.
The
Well-
underlings.
One of the bosses, one of the higher-ups escaped. I believe he's went and got in touch with whatever he's trying to summon, or whoever's trying to summon.
Whoa, wait a minute. Are you telling me that there's another cult out there doing the same thing that these guys are trying to do?
Hey,
Yeah.
you just said that.
Yeah, I just said that, but yes.
He's clarifying.
Yes.
Because you just told him a lot of information about them, so it's still
believe-
kind of sketchy.
As far as we can tell from your information and ours, there's a rock cult, and these water cultists are doing the same thing. And from the dreams I've been having, I believe there's at least 2 more.
Dreams.
I've been having dreams on and off past couple of weeks.
And I was having them long before I came to your little town.
You guys aren't affiliated with this thing, are you?
We just wiped out an entire group of them. I don't
By
think they are.
affiliated, you mean trying to take it down, sure.
I just gotta ask. You guys have all been up front and pretty well with me so far, but in light of these new things that I'm finding out here, that my whole world's been turned on end.
We need to go through this monastery and see if there's any survivors left and take care of anything that might be.
I mean, you guys are
Unfriendly.
more than happy to explore this area. I've gone through a few rooms on my own and found no survivors. Granted, I did hear some loud noises happening from the center of this place, and I didn't want to go near it.
Well,
I'm
the rest
just
of your
one
men.
man.
We need to head that way.
Look around you.
Why'd you come here alone?
He didn't.
He just
Look
said that.
around.
He
Oh.
literally just said
So
it. Yeah.
all his men, all your men are dead. Okay.
Are any of them injured and still alive? Perception. 18.
As far
19.
as I know, all my men have perished.
Okay.
Constable, go back to our
Do
care.
you have 300 gold? And how long ago have they been dead?
At
Wait,
least today.
what?
How long?
I don't have any gold on me.
Constable, go back to our
I'm gonna
card.
try.
Well, I'll point to where the card is. Get yourself something to eat. We'll be back. We're gonna go through this place.
Kind of looks off in the distance. It's a good 80 feet out. It's like, oh. Yeah, I think I will.
Well, let's go. We need to take care of this.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Well-
Any
grab
objections?
one of these books here and finish my reading. And
Before he
cards.
goes with
That's
those
cool.
books, as I was flipping through, I
One
may
book.
not have recognized the rock monster, but you said you were talking about a Medusa guy.
Uh-huh.
Was he depicted in that, or was it just writing about a Medusa?
Writing about a Medusa man. You
Does-
see no images.
Does the description? Because I saw the 4 people trying to summon in my dream. You said there were 4 of them reaching up trying to summon the
Yeah.
elementals.
Yeah.
Does the description jog anything?
Roll a perception on that.
God damn it! 8, 9.
No.
Okay. It's nighttime, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to stealth up.
I
Okay.
don't think we should go in at night, but
Why not?
Stealthy.
Because he wants his spell slots back in
Hey.
case there's trouble inside.
How
Because
many
he's
do
too
you have?
scared.
I've used 5 today.
How many do you have?
5. 3 1s, a 2, and a 3.
So you can't use any more spells today, is what you're saying?
No, I have 5 more.
No, that's what I wanted to know.
Yes, I've used 5. I have 5.
Okay, so you have 10 spell slots total.
Yes,
Well, 7, 8, 9 spell slots total.
10
right?
slots, 10 spell slots.
You have 3 threes? Nice.
Level 6 got me my 3rd.
I gotcha.
Let's do it.
Wait, or
We
just
can.
go?
Let's go.
All right.
There we go. I think we'll be
So,
alright.
yeah.
Fair enough.
I still
5 is still a decent amount.
No worries.
Okay.
just do a lot of flanking with this guy.
That too.
I'll remember that when you guys don't need heals. Because I'm using them on me.
How many health potions do you have?
He's got a lot of potions.
If you would like to
Yeah,
know
exactly.
So, in worst case
At least
scenario,
4 by my count.
we can borrow
Oh,
those
no, I have
and
a-
then give you
I have
gold
a
for
fuck
more.
ton. I have 5 regular and 2 greater.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
so that's our
there's
desperation
no pro.
situation.
How about I trade you a greater for a regular, right off the bat?
Wait, you want a greater? Is that what you're
I'm gonna
asking?
give you
And
the
I'm gonna
regular,
give you
yes.
a regular that I have.
You can just have a greater.
Okay, that works. Too.
He's got a lot.
I'm 2 away from making another.
What's it? 3 or 44 for a greater?
Greater
Greater
is 44 plus 4.
plus 4.
Right. All right.
Does anybody else need any healing potions on them?
I just have one. And
Would you
that's
like another?
2d4. Yeah, I'll take another regular.
I'll take a healing potion. I don't have it.
Alright, so you have none? Alright,
Yeah.
so Arena, it's a 2d4 plus 2. Same for you, Cal. You each have one now.
Okay, cool.
I'm just adjusting my inventory.
That helps in
Let's
me.
take care of this shit.
Let's do it.
So you guys make your way
Does
inside
anybody-
the front foyer.
Sorry, real quick. The new items we have, does anybody still want to switch them out to use them? Okay, just making sure because we would have to do a rest beforehand if you wanted to use them in there. Just saying. So no, we're going in. Cool.
So you guys enter the room.
Yes.
Successfully stealthed.
Alright, making sure we don't die.
Cal and I.
21 on my
I
stealth
don't think you
check.
need to worry about that. You guys are gonna make it to the very end. Worst case scenario, if you lose your HP, there's 1,000 ways to get back up.
I don't know this. I'm
be
just
okay.
a dwarf trying to make sure my friends stay
No,
alive.
Josh Bratton is being over careful about losing
My
stuff. Yeah.
and I'm the dwarf.
Don't worry
It'll
about it.
be
You'll
the
be
same.
fine.
Yeah,
You'll
it'll
be
be okay.
absolutely fine. Just push through. I mean, you only got like 5 hours before you're gonna forcibly have to sleep anyways.
In real life as well.
Okay.
Kind of. Yeah, you'll be fine. So, you enter the first room, and inside you find that this is just the standard foyer. There's still rubble inside, and there's a great door in front of you, and the door seems to be barred shut with a giant 2x4. It can be easily removed with a stealth check. Or
Just
strength.
want to remind everybody that I have a spider. If
Is
we
that what
want to
you
do
made?
any scouting, I have a spider that can crawl in and scout ahead.
Before you
Just
list it,
letting you know.
do I hear anything on the other side of the door?
Perception.
Not at all. I am still thinking about those books and the creatures.
Nice.
24 on the perception check.
You don't hear anything on the other side of the door.
Shall we?
You want to lift it off there, strong man?
Strength check.
Alright, I'll do it. 15.
Did you actually do it?
No, I sure didn't.
You did not.
9.
15.
And that wasn't
Wow,
German.
Maeve actually did.
I actually rolled a 9.
Yeah, Maeve successfully did. That's awesome. Alright. Boom.
Okay.
There's our first room that we entered.
Dragon Balls.
I was gonna say we need 3 more.
Right? It's a long, narrow
Get a
court
wish.
paved in red sandstone. In front of you happen to be 4 gargoyle statues that all represent different emotions. One seems to be angry, one seems to be subtle, one seems to be happy, and one seems to be frowning. Okay, it's all okay. Below these gargoyles are piles of bodies, skeletons, and freshly deceased laying about the area. There are doors to the left and to the right, and a nice set of double doors right in front of you that seem to be giant red, very, very bright red doors.
Should we keep pushing forward?
So we came in through these doors
Yep.
here? Or
Yeah, you're
these
now
on
in
the
this
side?
room.
Nope.
Here.
Just the ones right in front.
So this is a door.
Yep.
You're in here now.
Those are the double doors.
Okay, were those doors we passed on our way in?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. Just making sure I know what could or could not be coming behind
He
us.
said he's heard stuff from the center of this place, so I say we keep going.
Okay.
How fresh are these dead
Fresh of
bodies?
the bodies, roll perception.
12.
They range from anywhere to a full 10-day to a couple of days.
Okay. Can I just go out there and say I'm constantly looking for Miloth?
Moloth.
Maloth. I'm looking for anyone that looks like him.
Okay.
Okay, I'll use Mage Hand to throw the doors open.
Roll a sleight of hand for that.
27.
Okay. So you kind of jiggle the lock a little bit to try and go it, and as you're going through, the lock actually, the lockpick breaks in the lock itself.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I lost one of my thieves' tools.
Mm-hmm.
I gotcha.
27.
I have 2.
27.
Oh, that's interesting. All right, well then we're in supernatural lockdown. This is mythically locked. There's no way anything could break that lockpick.
Is it?
Yep.
Or is it just that good of a lock?
Look who you're talking to.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. This is kind of what I do.
Reception
So-
check. See if I can hear anything on the other side of the door.
Sure. You stick your ear up to the door and use your keen elf sense to decide what's on the other side.
24.
24, and you can hear some muffled sounds coming from afar.
Then we gotta find another way in.
All right, so
Left or right?
I'll walk over here and I'll put my
Yeah.
back up to this door and I'm gonna go into my spider and send my spider into this through the door crack and up on the ceiling
there a
of
door
this
crack?
hall.
There's a door
This is
crack.
a door.
There's a door
So
crack.
send it up on the ceiling of this hallway.
Okay.
Someone watch me, please.
I'll watch it.
Make sure I don't die.
Of course you will. She asked for a
Can't-
volunteer.
Can't promise you that. So as you open it up, you notice that you're in a hallway.
Mm-hmm.
How far do you want to go in it?
It can go.
100
You have 100
100
feet
feet.
connection, but I want to know where you
Are you
want
going
to
Alright,
right
so
around
I'm
to the
gonna
front or
go-
to the left?
I need to know directed.
So I'm gonna go to the left
Okay.
and down this way.
Okay. So straight ahead, you see that there's a big pile of rubble and destruction, probably from whatever may have happened here. You're not really sure, but you also see a door frame right across from it.
Okay.
Not only that, but you see a door to your right.
Okay.
You see hallways that stretch out as far as the eye can see. Heading north, you see that the corridor is a dead end with more rubble. And
Okay.
then off to the east, you see that it ends with another door on the left-hand side.
Okay, I'm gonna send my spider through this door on the
Into
ceiling.
the
It's
door?
Still, mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's no visible separation between the door
So the spider
and the
can't
wall.
get through.
Correct.
Okay, so the spider's gonna come back and try to see if there's any way that it can go in this room.
Okay, so you kind of crawl up and around, and as you get inside this room, you crawl underneath the door. You see that this is a distillery.
Okay.
You see piles of firewood stacked neatly against the walls in the room. There's some copper kettles and iron filigree in the room, and you can tell that this is where they store and pretty much store all of their food and their water and their meat and pretty much everything food-wise is in this room.
Okay. All right, so I'll bring the spider back to the dead end and go through this door.
All right, so as you're doing that, which door?
This one.
You want to go into this door here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you're hanging out in that door, the four of you in this main room here need to roll initiative.
Skeletons. 17.
17 for Josh Bratton. Chris.
9.
Cal.
18.
Oh boy.
16.
Okay.
So,
Means I get to pick who I want to flank with. Joke's on you, Tony.
You're a joke.
I'm already waiting for it.
Oh, snap!
I don't know.
Oh man, that's actually the same setup as the last one was. Like, order-wise for you guys. That's hilarious. Alright.
Alright,
So
well,
while
I shouldn't
Arena
be
is
first one.
distracted, looking around in her little spider running through these rooms, the three of you roll a perception check.
9.
18.
18,
16.
16. Okay, so Kath, right behind you, this little spot here,
Spooky gargoyle.
Yeah, it's a spooky gargoyle. Unfortunately, I
They're
don't
gonna come
have
to fucking
Spooky
life.
gargoyle.
I don't have spooky gargoyles, so
Okay.
we're gonna use these guys as kind of
Great.
our placeholders.
No, he's got multiples.
I got multiple guys, but
Ugh.
nonetheless, we'll just assume that these Warcraft orcs are gargoyles.
Just 2 of
I
them?
can see it in my
Now,
mind.
when I'm in spider form, if one of them touches me, will I come out?
Yeah.
Like my body knows to come out, right?
If something touches you, if something shakes you enough with a nice roll to it,
Okay.
you can come back from it, but you leave your familiar where it is. But as of right now, you have no idea what's going on in this room. As
Okay,
far as you
I'm
can
in the
tell,
spider.
you're in the spider.
Well, it depends. Were you just looking through the spider or hearing as well?
She's in the spider.
No, I was
She's
in the
in.
When
spider.
you
I
use a
was
familiar,
I was
you're
working
in
it.
it.
I can send it forward, but it
think you
can't
can-
report to me.
Can't you choose which one you're doing? Seeing or hearing, I believe. It doesn't matter if she's.
no, find familiar gives you both. You're gaining the possession of the familiar
I'm
to
like
see
Bran,
and
I'm
hear,
like
Either way, that's fine.
but
I-
it's
no,
only
that's
in
cool, let's
the
go.
familiar. So
Okay.
she's
I thought you
inactive
had
at the
that,
moment.
but either way.
So our 2 gargoyles come to life. Kyle, what are you doing?
Move action to shake Orena.
Alright, you're gonna have to roll a sleight of hand on that.
22.
Fuck. Okay, so your shake is enough to jar her.
Give her a nice little shoulder. I was like, okay, let's go. Showtime.
Oh, what the? All right.
Okay? Leaving the spider in the last room it was in.
I can't like snap my fingers and pull it into the pocket dimension. I have to do
No,
it on my
because
turn.
you've been
Okay.
been disconnected from it.
Okay.
All right, and then Hunter's Mark. That guy?
You used your action to hit her.
Okay.
He said movement. He said movement, but
You don't use movement to move.
That's fine.
somebody. You
Yeah.
use
I'll
an
still
action
use a
to
bonus action,
the hunter's mark.
and then I'll use my extra attack.
Now you can.
15.
Shit. Yeah, that hits.
11 damage.
What is it, piercing?
Piercing.
Okay.
And then I get my extra attacks. It's the first round of combat.
Yep.
19.
19 hits.
8, 16, 19 damage.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Jesus Christ. Alright, Maeve, you're up.
as I look around, are these stone creatures? Like they're stone? They're actual like stone creatures that came to life? Or are these like
Creatures that look like stone.
screw it? Yeah, I'm going to move around here
That's a good question. It doesn't even say for him.
for
Yeah.
gargoyles.
Yeah, it doesn't say what he actually is other than a medium chaotic evil elemental. So my guess is he could be
Ooh,
made out of
elemental?
anything. Yeah, but your character doesn't know that. You can roll a perception to gain
Favorite
that
enemy.
I
information.
did, and it was a 2, and I don't, so I said fuck it.
As your action?
No. Did you want me to do it as an action, or just
Well,
be
if you
looking
want to
at it?
openly perceive if that's it is,
No,
then
I'll-
yeah, it
I'd
would
take
cost
my
an action.
passive if I wanted to, but either way.
Okay.
That's why I said fuck it, never mind.
Okay.
Because I don't care that much. I'll run around, and I will flank with
Keth?
Keth there.
Yep.
Hitting with my warhammer is a 17 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. Nine damage.
Okay. So you come swinging through at the gargoyle. Very good. My gargoyle that's between you guys is gonna start lashing out at
Keth.
Keth. He's got multi-attack, so he's gonna swing twice.
Mm-hmm.
He makes 2 attacks, one with his bite and one with his claw. So he's gonna claw at you and try and bite. And the claw,
Hold on 1 second.
17.
Yeah, that'll do it.
What am I holding?
Never mind.
Okay.
It was a ranged attack. I had to read it up real quick.
That's fine. It's you're gonna take 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Piercing. Sorry,
Okay.
slashing. And then he's gonna try and bite you.
Mm-hmm.
That's a natural 17 on top of 4.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be 5 piercing. Bite is piercing, the claws are slashing.
Okay.
Okay, and then the second one that comes to life is going to come moving closer to you as well. So now my guys are flanking to you.
So much flanking.
I know, right?
Flanking,
Natural 20.
flanking.
That'll do it.
It will.
Do you have a song to go along with it?
I just hit a crit.
Same tune, just change the words.
I don't know, I got nothing.
He's the Weird Al of song fairy.
Now you're talking.
Oh, nice.
DM.
Alright, so you're going to take 4 points of piercing damage, because I rolled 2 1s.
Which is just 2.
So 1
Actually,
damage.
no, 1 damage, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then another 17 to do 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay,
I love this thing.
Arena, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to use Eldritch Blast on
Nice.
the one. So there are 4. We just don't have the other 2 put out.
There are 4 gargoyles in this room.
But only 2 are
The
animated.
one on the furthest room and the one closest to you are current statues, and the 2 in the center are animated, and they're both aggressive against Keth.
Okay, never mind. I'm gonna use my rapier and do my green flame blade. I'm gonna come up behind this guy that's engaged with.
In flank.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Like
sneak
a
attack.
That's a line of flanking.
Like choose.
Well,
So
I'm gonna.
excited right now.
No flanking for Cal.
No, just pepper him with arrows.
Yeah, your range anyways, Mr. Barrage of the Arrows.
24.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, actually, I'm sorry, it's 26, but yeah.
Oh, that makes all the difference.
Okay, so 22 points of damage.
Good girl.
I need to know specifically what each
22,
one of these are here.
it would be slashing, finesse, my rapier.
Slashing?
Yeah,
Okay.
But it's with the green flame blade, so
that would
then
be piercing.
Well, so it'd be
No.
magical.
it's magic slashing.
Piercing. Rapier does piercing damage.
Yeah,
But not
finesse
if
weapon
I'm-
is piercing.
Correct.
Oh,
Either way.
And the green flame blade is...
Flame, duh.
the flame would jump within 5 feet onto the
No.
enemy
So
closest
how
to
much
it.
how much
The
damage came
enemy.
off of your blade?
What did you roll for the necrotic?
I didn't roll necrotic. I don't
Oh,
have
you
my
didn't do
hex
it.
right
Yeah,
now.
so
What came off of your blade? Not your sneak attack. What was your blade?
5.
You see the back.
5. Straight 5?
Yeah.
Okay. And your sneak attack damage?
See, this is why you need to tell me to like.
Well, don't
count
pick up your
all of
dice.
this.
Don't pick up your dice after you roll them.
Okay. I rolled 22. 4 of that is my plus.
so
You rolled-
18.
So 18. So 13 was my sneak attack damage.
Okay. Well, I have to know because it has resistances against a lot of things.
It has resistance against sneak attack? When
No,
my sneak
because
attack
sneak
is the
attack is
same
not
as my
magic.
rapier. That's
Right,
Why, that's
your
why I
sneak
don't
attack-
understand is my sneak attack and my rapier are the same damage. It's the same thing. So that's why I'm
Right.
confused as to
So
why I
it
have
would
to say.
be all your sneak attack and your rapier damage is going to be 1 type. So
Okay,
that's
so
your
that's
piercing.
8. So that's 18 piercing, and then my plus 4 to my mod is what the
Right.
other 4 was.
Got it.
Yeah, because the magic of the fire is only the leaking, not
Right.
the actual slashing.
Correct.
Right.
So then all of it would be piercing.
Okay.
Yeah, all of it was piercing.
Very good.
Yeah.
Bonus action or just done?
No, that's it.
Okay.
All right. Very good then. Up next is Kev.
I'll swing on the one between Arena and I.
Okay.
Take the -5 to do plus standard damage.
Crit mode dangerous. Crit mode dangerous.
Okay.
I think Tony hates that song.
he does too. I think he just hates crits.
There's that too.
Because he does like 1,000 damage.
35 magic damage.
35 magic, because you're +1 on your fucking sword. God damn it.
I'll take the second attack on him. I'll take my bonus attack on him. Not that it really matters.
Okay.
Same deal. That is 9 and 8. 16.
16 hits.
20 damage. Is he still kicking?
He's still kicking.
My last attack on him as well.
Alright.
They're leaning up against each other, but one of them's a 20. That's fine, because that's a crit mode dangerous. Crit mode dangerous.
Oh, why so sad?
11.
Because he wants to do some damage to us.
I mean, I just don't want it to be over quickly. Not that I want to do damage. That's
Well, that would prolong it by doing damage and not like.
that just makes you guys use your
34.
stuff. 34
He
damage.
did like 80 damage in 3 attacks.
That's what happens when you
That's
get to...
3 sword swipes?
Yeah.
God, so...
Reverse Zoro again?
Yeah, except this time you ended by cleaving right over the top and in between his shoulder and his neck. And it just kind of gets stuck into him, but he starts to crumble at the side of your blade. Woof.
And I'm done.
Gal.
Move the Hunter's Mark to the other gargoyle.
Yep.
13. I'll take inspiration.
Okay.
18.
Yeah, that one hits.
Much better.
Inspiration's a
14
reroll,
damage.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How much?
14.
14 piercing. Okay.
And 24.
24 hits.
Yep. 12 damage.
Okay. Very good, very good. Maeve, after a couple of arrows come flying through the air in front of you, what are you doing?
I'm still flanked, so we're just going
Yep, you still have
to smash
advantage.
him. 21 to hit.
Yes.
Lost it. 8 damage.
8 bludgeoning.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. So he's still engaged with Keth. He's gonna come try and do a bite you.
Yep.
He's gonna bite you. 18.
That'll do.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he hits for very low. In this case, it's going to be 4 points.
Okay.
And then he's gonna claw at you
Yep.
for 10.
Damage or
Attack.
AC? Okay.
Yeah. So now that one's not gonna hit. Moving up, Arena. What you doing?
Fuck some shit up, girl.
Well,
Girl
he's
power.
basically like tag teamed by Maeve and
Back
Keth,
again.
so
Yeah,
I'll
he is.
run
Right
up
on, very good.
and
He's in the house to jump for joy.
do a rapier attack
There
again
it is.
With sneak attack.
with sneak attack. Yeah.
Yep.
So, 17 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, 16.
16 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Piercing.
Piercing.
Alright, very good.
And then I will disengage and back up too.
Kind of do a backflip out of the way.
Yeah, kind of just back up against that door.
Okay.
She actually runs up against the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, like Prince Bertha style.
Oh, that's
Oh, I was gonna say like Bo Jackson, but he wouldn't get that reference.
I get both references.
Yes.
I know that reference. I get that.
What are you doing, Keth?
I did get the first version one though. I'll take a -5.
Okay.
The movie was like, oh.
No.
Crit mode dangerous. Crit mode dangerous.
What? Oh, I missed. That's
It's dust.
probably 35
Damage or to hit?
damage.
Alright, so
Crit mode's the hit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crit,
I
crit
crit.
is the
that's true, you did. You kill it.
Yeah.
You kill it. So you come in with your blade and you kind of flip it around and you kind of shish kebab it straight down the head. And it also
Sounds
crumbles in front of you as it falls to the ground. Good job. Okay. As the dust clears from the room, the mood starts to change, and everybody kind of reverts back to before the attack.
I'm gonna snap my finger and pull my spider into the pocket dimension and out of the door frame.
Can I go up to the other statues? See if there's. It doesn't say if they're stone. Are these ones actually stone?
Perception.
I have advantage on history.
I kept
Natural 20.
What were you saying?
thinking he kept asking if they were stoned.
Oh.
Hey, man.
You can tell that they're made of a bunch of different
So-
types of materials.
These ones don't look like they're coming alive.
To you, no.
Okay. I'm just gonna stand there with my hammer and shield, like just ready to hit it if it twitches.
Okay.
As Arena finishes
Would
looking
you-
around or whatever.
What'd you find out about where we should go?
There's a hall out this way to the left that's a dead end. Then there's a room where it seems like they store all their food and water and food and all their drinks and stuff, distilleries. Haven't really seen anything of note that we got attacked, so
Right.
luckily Cal was able to pull me out.
Yeah,
those stone
I can
gargoyles just
send
turned to
the
dust.
spider to
Okay.
look ahead, but I don't think it's best for me to be going back inside it at this moment until we know we're safe.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'll send the spider back to where it was to go into this room.
And look through
I'll
it.
command it to. I'm not gonna go into the spider this time.
So it's just sitting there.
Okay, so it's just chilling outside the door.
No, I told it to go in the room.
Well, you won't be able to see
The
it.
door itself has also no creases to be able to slink in, so it's sitting at the front door.
Okay. Alright, well then I'm gonna tell them they can't get in. So we have
So
two
there's
options.
two doors that
There's-
can't get into.
Yeah, there's two doors they can't get in, so I say we just start walking.
Okay. We can start in that way then.
Okay? I'll pull it back into the pocket dimension and I'm gonna walk out this door first.
And
First, no less. It's like
you're going
demand.
first. Damn, girl.
Just like
Well, I know the way.
That's true.
That's true.
But I could go
Well,
first.
now
And
you're
you
out
can
in the
tell me
fucking
which ways to
outside.
go.
Come on.
Okay, so I'm here,
Yep.
and then Keth can be right behind me.
Yep.
I'll bring up
Cal,
the
do
rear.
you want to be in the
In
back?
between.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'll bring up the rear.
Okay, Maeve comes out last, and I'm gonna move to the door. Well, I'm gonna move to this corner.
Which one are we going into? The one closest or the farther one that you couldn't get in? This
I
room?
think it should be
Okay.
this room.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
We'll go that way.
And I'll use Mage Hand to check the door to see if it's locked. This door.
This door?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm cornering the wall, so
Roll
I'm
sleight
not
of
right
hand.
up against it.
I can never read.
18.
You can tell that the door is locked.
All right, I'm gonna use Mage Hand to try to pick the lock.
How many lockpicks do you have? Oh, you gave
I
him
have-
one.
He
Well,
gave
you
her
had
one.
two.
I had
you gave
two,
one.
he
You
gave
had
me
two,
one,
so
I
now
still
you're
have
back to
two.
two. Okay.
Yes. So 17.
Okay, so you can successfully pick the lock.
Okay.
And the,
I'll use Mage Hand to throw the door open.
I figured as much. So, you open this room, you see it's a very large room, considerably. It's containing a wooden table and 4 chairs, a nice working desk. I should probably reveal it on the map so you can see
I like the verbal descriptions.
is what I'm talking
I
about.
like to close my eyes and imagine it.
There's a single pallet on a lone stall shelf up against the wall. There's a barred window to the north. It's covered up with boards,
Okay.
letting
that
no light into
the
the
door?
room. North. Yes.
Okay. I'll move to the desk and investigate.
Okay. Go ahead and roll perception.
19.
Amongst the rubble on the desk, you see that there's some knickknacks and some
Paddywhacks.
like
Dog or bone.
random pocket stuff that's just kind of chilling on the desk, and you also see a little key that's lying there.
Okay, I'm gonna take the key, and I'll take anything else that I feel like taking.
What do
You
you
said it's a whole bunch of little knick-knacky stuff, like tiny little things. I'm just gonna take it all and put it in my back,
Okay.
including the key. I'll put that in my pocket.
Okay. So Arena picks up a silver key and a bunch of junk. I'd say, like, if you really want to know what it is, we can talk about it in detail later. But for right now, it's a bunch of junk.
Is there anything on the
Okay.
table? The 4 chairs?
Are there
Like, of
any-
worth no value.
Okay, are
Is
there
it
any
what?
drawers in the desk or anything?
Roll perception.
I'm just looking at the table. No, I'm not.
14.
9.
Okay. So the table looks to be just a standard table, usually used for
Thirsty.
eating and
8.
working.
Okay.
Where are we heading next?
Alright, so there's nowhere else to go in this room?
Nope.
Did we
Nope, just the one door that led in and the barred up window.
When you went in the distillery room, did you see anything in there, or was it just barrels?
It's just barrels. And food.
There's no other way
Where's
in or out
the-
for that one?
Not that I could see.
I was gonna say, where's the boarded up window?
Right here.
Okay.
Yeah, can we break the boards off the window?
If you'd like to, roll
Sure.
strength check.
You in hand?
Now let's do this.
What's my strength? It would be a 12.
I mean, you can try peeling it off, but unfortunately the boards aren't going to
Okay, I'm gonna struggle with it, and then I'm gonna say, "Cat."
Oh, we'll give it a shot. 9.
So, Keth is still pretty tired from adventuring and carrying that big magic fucking sword,
Cal-
slashing up
Cal
like damn
tries to-
gargoyles.
Now Cal struts up and tries to be the big man.
And
8.
Cal comes up. Give me 1 second. Kind of walks over to the corner and starts to light up a pipe.
I just walk.
Hold on.
I
I need to come up with an idea. I'll get Maeve to do it.
I just wander up with my hammer and I just try to. Because is it like thick wood or is it like.
It's wood.
It's
Well,
little
I mean, it's
plywood.
board-
It's
Is
like
it like
planks and
plywood?
Smash
Like
on
planks?
it.
Yeah, I'm
Smash
gonna
on
swing the warhammer through it. Oh, that's a natural 1. It slips out my hand.
Yeah, it does, and it flies up against the window, and it ends up cracking one of the boards as it falls to the ground. The board, the hammer, not the board, but now the board is cracked, and a little bit of
I broke it.
Okay,
moonlight
I'm gonna try.
goes through.
Arena's gonna try one more time. I'm gonna grab the cracked piece of board and put my legs up against the wall and try to pry it off.
Do
I'm ready to catch her.
two saves. You're gonna have to do a strength saving
burn
throw,
it
and
off?
you're gonna have to do. Well, just do athletics.
Can I just burn it?
It's also strength, so
14.
you want to burn it in a small room. 14
No.
No.
14.
does not successfully pull it off.
Alright, I think we're wasting too much
Okay,
time on
fine.
this window.
At least you said it
I
cracked a little.
was
Can I see
hoping the
through
window
it?
might be in.
You wouldn't be able to see.
Out into something
not tall enough.
else.
Well, I say we.
It's not that
go
you're
and
not
do
tall
this.
enough.
Alright.
If you were tall
There's
enough, you
nothing
wouldn't
to
be
see.
able to. Yeah, it's just enough to let a little bit of moonlight through to show that there's like
Alright.
something on.
Doesn't
the
matter.
outside.
We're moving
Okay,
on.
we're moving on. All right,
I
I'm
was
coming
asking
out of
about
the
that
room.
earlier. You guys wanted to fuck with the window.
And I'm gonna go up. So this was the door that I couldn't get in, right?
No,
You
top
didn't
left.
try it. The
This
one
one.
that you
That's
just
one
went
you couldn't
into.
get through.
The one that you just came out of was the one that you
There were
couldn't
two
get
There were
doors
two.
that the spider
This
couldn't
was
get
the other
into.
one that you said there was
Which
no
one
room
was
for.
the other one? This one?
Yes,
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
that's what you
Okay.
told
So
us.
I'm gonna
Yes,
walk
that
up.
one does not.
I'm gonna walk down this hall
Uh-huh.
and use Mage Hand to see if that door's locked.
Roll a perception.
18. Natural 18.
I mean, you could roll for it, but you don't have to whisper it either.
Well, she was doing something.
You notice that the door is firmly locked.
Okay, I'm
What are you
gonna.
checking? The distillery room.
Try your key.
You notice that you have to roll a perception for it.
9.
Then you notice the door is locked. Go on.
I'm gonna use the key
You're gonna use the key.
to see
Okay.
if it unlocks the door.
Do a sleight of hand.
22.
Okay. So you try to stick the key into the hole, but it won't. It
Doesn't-
won't even. It won't
Okay.
even go in.
Okay, so
It's-
then I
it's
put
just,
it
like,
back in my
hovering
pocket.
over the hole.
And I'll try to
As in,
pick
like
the
something
lock.
stopping it, or
Yeah,
like
as if there's some sort of force stopping it from entering the keyhole.
Magic.
Okay. I don't want to waste one of my lock picks. So we can try this other door and go in this room.
Since
So-
you're at the end of the hall, visibly, you'd be able to see that down the hall is more
Another
rubble.
dead end.
Another dead end.
So then I'll turn around and see if this door is locked. 11.
You notice that the door is not locked.
Okay, then I'll use Mage Hand to throw it open. And that would, what, sleight of hand, Mage Hand, yeah, so 18.
Okay, so the door comes swinging open, and inside this room, it appears to be a dojo, a gymnasium of sort, a practice room. We are in a monk monastery, so the dojo is quite fitting. You see straw mats that cover the floor, where they do their practicing, and benches in each corner. Various weapons that seem to be damaged are laying along the side. You also see bodies in this room laid amongst the mat.
Okay.
There's another door to this room, but it seems to be barricaded by the stone on the opposite end.
Okay.
See shit. So we have to go back the other way.
Yeah, we're running.
Yeah, I think so.
See if that key works on those main doors.
Okay. So come out and go back into the gargoyle room.
Yeah.
Or do you want to? Well, this isn't anything. This was.
That was where we came in. Yeah.
Well, no, this is where we came in. Yeah. That just leads towards the front. That
Okay.
doesn't really show us
And
anything.
I'll see if the key works on the red doors.
Yep, we'll follow her too.
I'm still with him. Yeah.
I just want to know that you're also following. All right. So as you
I
walk
couldn't
into
get into
this
the
room,
distillery, so.
as you walk into this room, the other gargoyles start to turn,
Awesome.
and they start to spring to life.
Cool.
But that's gonna have to end it for today.
He just doesn't want me to decimate his gargoyles again.
I'm quite confident it's only going to take 3 minutes for you to destroy my 2 gargoyles, but nonetheless, we're going to have to end it right here. So, anyways, thank you all for joining us this evening. I'm sorry we did not have a super climactic end like we did last time, but it is definitely gearing up to be something very interesting on next week's episode. So please come back next week, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Find out what's on the other side of this door and see what's going on with these gargoyles. Going around the table real quick as everybody's getting out of the room, we have clever Eric Muller from Ramble On About Movies.
Hey, how y'all doing? Make sure to follow us at Ramble On About Movies on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Me and Handsome Dan will be working on some stuff, including a special Ramble On Rotten about Solo, a Star Wars story. We'll spoil it more than I just spoiled the movie for Eric and Tony.
Yeah, I
I'm
still
the
forgive
asshole.
you. I forgive you.
Aww.
But thank you very much. Can't wait to see that. So check them out. Ramble On About Movies. Great stuff. Chris?
Well, I spoiled it for Josh Monday, so you're not the only asshole. I hope you guys enjoyed it tonight. I had a lot of fun. See you next week.
Miss May?
Yeah, great night. Awesome. Can't wait to play next week. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Geeky Baby. I have my own Twitch channel as well, Geeky Baby 44. Tune in next week.
Bretton?
Hey, had a great time playing. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry it wasn't much action, a lot of talking, but you know, can't all be slash and grab. So, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, JTBratton21, Facebook, Josh Bratton, and as always, me and Tony running that Casual Critics across all platforms. So, thanks.
That's right. And you can find me, The Real Anthony Dane, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm there. You should be too. Follow, like, share, subscribe, and I will see you and everybody else next week, 7 p.m. Be there.
Be dead.
Wow.
Damn! Impressive.
I hope that stayed on.
Just right at the end. Or be
Whoa.
dead.